See how this is going to work out.
And we're back. So today we're going to be working on some photo booth shots for some models on display. I'm going to try getting my washes done on my Primaris side of things, my tank, some primer on some infantry guys, and that'll be high hopes if I can get all that done.
I'm going to work on trying to finish the night up and continuing to make Daniel look like a slacker in painting.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah. Which is funny. Oh my god. Back down. Alright. I need my 3M tape. That's what I need. Double-sided tape.
Is that Grandpa's tape?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Well, you can find it. I may have to run upstairs and grab some up there.
I wonder if I can make this do a burst.
A burst?
Yeah, like 3 photos in a row.
Yeah, it's better just to do a video though. Because then you can take a screenshot whenever you want to get the stuff in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then I usually do it for like a 2-minute run.
Try this on a time lapse, see what we get. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Let's see here. That is that's a bit interesting. Give that a 2-minute run. Let's see how that comes out. Yep. Okay, so working on this night, I got up this morning and did a little painting on it. Did the carapace, finished that up this morning. Finished up the shoulder pauldrons and all the lower leg attachment armor. So now I'm going to go through and attach all my bits and pieces. Everything got a quick clear coat this morning. So for those of y'all that have seen my models in person, try to make them fairly well protected as far as clear coats go. And some people ask me what I use. I mean, I got no problem telling people. So I went ahead and I brought it with me. I'm using Krylon Color Master Satin Clear. I like the satin. It gives it a semi-gloss kind of shine, but it's not so bright that it kind of loses the realistic look to everything. But at the same time, their matte finish, I haven't been impressed by. Every time I've tried to use their matte finish, everything comes out hazy. Only matte finish I've tried that I've liked has been Army Painter, and that comes out pretty well. And I use that for all my World War II stuff and military models because it produces a nice matte finish without creating a haze. You able to find it?
Yeah, I found it. I got some other stuff too. I recognized that I didn't have the iPad, so we could
have a chat.
Yeah, chat's kind of important, I guess.
Yeah, if people want to talk to us, it is.
Yeah.
And again, as y'all can see, I'm test fitting pieces, even though I know they fit. I'll always test fit one last time before I permanently attach it.
Yeah, of course, you got to get the test fit on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, welcome back.
Hello.
Okay. So that's set up.
Got the chat up and running.
Yeah. See if I can get this here. Shouldn't be in the camera. Yep, no good. A little more forward. Yeah. And then you get power to it.
I've got a block and a 6-foot cable.
Sweet.
For those of y'all that have never seen the blue style of black armor highlights, that's what mine looks like. Try to get up nice and close. What's nice about it is it gives it almost a mill scale kind of appearance to the metal. And those of y'all that don't know what mill scale is that rough surface appearance that happens in the manufacturing process for steel. And this gives it an almost identical pattern to that, which I kind of like.
I agree. Like when I do my highlighting in black, I dry brush with lead belcher, which very lightly gets all the edges,
Mhm.
and then I wash with the blue wash. I'm not gonna say the name.
Yeah, the Draken
Nightshade or whatever. Yeah, and that works really, really well too.
Yeah, for my Grey Knights, that's what I've gone to. It's lead belcher, then Draken, and then I use Necron Compound dry.
I don't really like the dries.
You got to have a good stiff bristle brush to make the dry work properly.
Yeah. They go bad so quickly too.
I've had this one, I'd say 3-4 years now, and I haven't had a problem with it.
Really?
Yeah, but periodically I add a little alcohol to it just to keep it hydrated.
Yeah, that's what I was actually doing the other day. I broke out the isopropanol and the scroll saw and shook up some paints.
Shook the ever-loving tar out of it, huh?
I did. It worked really well too. Like there was 2 of them that I thought were just straight up dead, and they came back.
Oh, speaking of being able to shake paints, you remember those 1 or 3/16 or whatever the size little stainless steel balls I had were?
Yeah.
All right. So remember I was lamenting that I should have got the bigger ones?
Yeah.
All right, so those are the 3/16.
Yeah.
So for those of y'all looking online, that's a 3/16 ball. It's a pain in the butt because you got to put 2 or 3 of them to a jar to get a good agitator going. These are the new ones. These are 6mm.
Good Lord.
They will fit down inside of Vallejo and dropper style paint bottles. If you pull the dropper top off of them, they'll fit down in there. But man, when you go to shake a paint up, you know it's agitated.
Where'd you get them?
Amazon is your friend.
Oh, you got them on Amazon?
2-day delivery.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, they ship out of Atlanta, Georgia, I believe. So shipping is really not a problem.
Yeah, that's a good call. Oh man, it's been forever since I've painted. Like I've been priming a lot lately, if you guys can tell. But painting, not so much. I swear I do it, just not very often.
Yeah, I like how this came out. I've taken some liberties with the color scheme for Canis Rex because I wanted kind of personalizing to me.
Yeah, of course.
So like if you look at the color photos in the instruction manual, a lot of the reactor and stuff that's on the back of the main torso is lead belcher and whatnot. I wanted to keep that dark pattern. So there's the only bright are the wolf heads in the back. That's it. Everything else is dark, except for a few little. This is how retentive I am. Some of the little piping around the exhaust stacks.
Oh, there you go.
And that is 3-color paint. So if somebody says, well, that's not qualified as 3-color, and bullshit.
Oh, man, let me tell you something. Whoever in their mind said that, 3-color minimum for tabletop, pro painted, blah, blah, blah. That's what I really like about the new contrast deal with GW coming out with Battle Ready. Well, we now have a community standard that we can all go off of for what is quote unquote tabletop.
Mhm.
Prime it, base it, wash it, detail. There you go. There it is. That is official. That's
Mhm.
what you should do. So if anybody ever doubts it, our Lord and Savior GW told us.
Mhm. So that's what I've got painted so far. I don't think it looks too terribly bad.
No, it looks great. And it went fast too, dude.
Let's see. As of this morning, I did the crest up here. Only had 2 colors on the helmet. I finished the helmet. I finished up the shield. I finished up the pauldrons. Knee pad was completely bare when I started this morning. Finished up all the leg armor. Dry brushing all the hoses, the exhaust stacks. I even went as far, if you look at the hatch for the pilot, so the top of it, I put a little kind of glaze effect, like it was actually being shown against.
Yeah, how'd you get an art coat?
No, that's just my clear.
It's just your clear?
Yeah, that's that. No, this Krylon satin that I showed everybody a little while ago.
Gotcha.
This stuff works beautifully. And it's hard as nails, too. I hardly ever get them all scratched up.
Oh, that's good.
But, like, I even painted the inside of the hatch.
Jeez.
So if y'all look on the inside of it, even the underside of the window screen is painted just so that it has continuity.
I would expect no less, sir.
Yeah.
I would expect no less.
So now it's down to the guns. Guns, and more guns.
Which is also very convenient for what Warhammer should be down to anyway.
Yep. Bring forth the weapons.
Yippers.
So get the super glue out of the way. Get all my other goodies out here. Sometimes it just works best to dump them.
What, you an orc player?
No, if I was an orc player, I would have put super glue on them first,
And then
dump.
and rolled around in a trash can and made a stomper.
Uh,
Alright. I'm looking for. I had some dowel rods. Don't know where they ended up.
I'm serious.
What size dowel rod do you need?
Quarter inch.
If you're an orc player and you want to make a stomper, you just go get you like a little trash can for the bathroom, roll it around in a bits bin, and you're done. All right. Obviously, this is not my house, so I have to make all my stuff to travel. This is my little paint box to go.
What you got?
Making some room over here. So inside my little paint box, y'all will see I keep my my brush cleaner. I keep a bottle of isopropyl alcohol for renewing. My little homemade mats for my homemade wet palette. My wet palette. This is something I brought over just to show Daniel because we were talking about how we revitalize paints. There's a little Robart Hobby paint shaker that I bought off of eBay a couple of years ago. A friend of mine that was real big or still is real big into car models showed me this. That's why I went ahead and bought it. Works great. Only thing I have to replace occasionally is this little rubber strap. And according to Amazon, new replacements will be here on Monday, because this one is a little worse for wear. Some paper towels for cleanup. This is something I got that I use on all my decals nowadays. Well, let Daniel play with the bandsaw for a second. There we go.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Bandsaw.
This is Solvaset. I got this from, where the heck did I buy this bottle at? Hobbytown, USA in Baton Rouge. I was up there one day, swung into the place. If you're ever in Baton Rouge, they're a great hobby shop. I put my wet decals down, let them dry a little bit, and as soon as they start adhering, then I slather them with this Solvaset, and it softens the transparency membrane and allows it to flow into the crevices. It's a really nice little feature. This is the power supply for my little shaker. Now you can buy this battery operated or 110. Normally this sits on my workstation desk. So I bought a 110. I don't know why I have it, but this is masking tape.
I don't know why I have it.
I don't know why it's in my box. I usually use this for like 1 to 35 or bigger airplanes and tanks and stuff like that.
Ah, okay.
Hobby sticks, Hobby Lobby, thank you. Hello. Pipettes, wonderful little things. I get these on eBay. Like, yeah, no, I'm looking for anybody too.
Yeah.
I get these on eBay. I think I pay $5 for 100 of them. I buy them in 200 batches.
It's like nothing.
Yeah, and what these are great for is like when I'm doing my airbrush and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I can transfer out of the pots easier. I can put a airbrush medium thinner in there or fluidizer and just sit there and I'll pump it to mix all the paint and the fluidizer together.
I've seen people who get like the gallon size jugs of super glue.
Mm-hmm.
They'll use that for like precise application.
Yeah.
They can suck it out of there and stick it where they need it.
Yeah, these are great. Like I said, cheap. You can get smaller. These are 3 mil. If you get a smaller tip though, you can't suck the GW paint out of the pots. It's too thick.
Mm.
So this is about as small as you want to get for that. Now those super glues, they're probably using micro pipettes or something like that.
Yeah, it's a micro pipette.
And then down in the bottom, all the different paints that I brought with me today. As y'all can see, quite a few.
You use all those today?
I've been using most of these today.
Oh my god.
I went through and I selected my paint palette that I was going to need to do all this stuff. And I tossed these in here when I was here the last time.
Mhm.
And when I was painting this morning, I just pulled them out, set them up on my desk, and as I used them, when I was done with it, I tossed it back in the box. I mean, it works.
Yeah, no doubt.
So we're going to get to work here. I had said that I was not going to do the split colors on the gauntlet or the cover for this arm here. I've decided, after all, I am going to do that. So that's going to happen today.
You split the gauntlet. That's cool.
Yeah, so you're going to have, not the gauntlet itself, but this. It has 2 armor pads here. This one up here and this one here.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to split this one red, white and red, just like the signalets are. And then this one's going to be same color pattern scheme here. So I got to work on that one. And then this is also for, trying to remember where that one goes. I think this goes on the gun. Yeah, it goes up here on the cannon. So I'm going to go ahead and split this one too. Because if I'm going to do one, I might as well do the other one too. Not a big deal. So that's going to be the next step there. So I figure I might as well get on it instead of sitting around here farting around.
I feel you. You gonna keep filming stuff?
Yeah, I'm going to slowly swap stuff in and out. I brought my wife's air quote. Y'all can't see them.
Hard air quote.
Yes. I brought my wife's Space Wolf Army with me, or what I've got painted so far of her Space Wolf Army. So I'm going to swap some models, mostly HQs, named characters, that kind of stuff, in and out.
The stuff that's quote unquote done.
Yeah.
Because we all know, very rarely do we ever actually finish a model.
Yeah.
Even when something is done, it's not really done.
I mean, if y'all look at this thing, I even did the little pad in here with a sweeping pattern for the radar. So it's done.
These guys are fiddly, man. I don't think my normal way of priming is going to work with these guys.
They are a bit fiddly.
Have you already done yours?
Yeah, mine are primed. They're not painted though.
Yeah. How many Shadow Spirits do you end up getting?
I got 1 box.
Just one?
And honestly, the only reason I got 1 box is because at the time I'd gotten pretty burned out. So I wasn't planning on buying them.
Yeah.
But then I found a guy in Ohio that was selling the Imperial side for $60.
Oh yeah, can't complain with that.
So $60 and $10 shipping, and it came with everything for the Imperial side. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with it.
Yeah, no, value. There's definitely value. Well, I am going to step out and prime some stuff. I believe this is right.
Because he got hot. Because he got hot.
No, it's just primer. Again, using the same primer that I've been using. Get real close on that one.
Anybody who went to college in the late, early 2000s knows that song and should know it by heart. Okay, so my little wet palette is dead. So the other problem I've got is it is a bit dehydrated in here. And I am going to have to swap out my... In fact, I'll do these for y'all right now. I'll show you how I made this. Sorry about not being in the video right now. I'm just grabbing some paper towels and I'm going to wipe out the inside of this. Just kind of give you an idea how I started off. For those of y'all that have never made a wet palette. Okay, so this is a simple little Ziploc brand, I think. Disposable dish. Picked up from Walmart for like a pack of 5 of them for a few bucks. Outside priming. So all I do is I take some paper towels. Now these are the half sheets. Normally I would fold a full sheet into quarters. So half sheets you only have to fold in half. And if I had my scissors with me, I would cut these corners. But since I don't, I'm just going to tear them off. And then lay it down inside of here. Now you can use water, and I do highly recommend that you do use water. The only downside to water is water will promote the growth of fungus because you are putting water on a cellulose based product, so fungus will grow in there. So what I do is I would typically put a little water and a little bit of alcohol. But since all I have is alcohol right now, I'm just going to put a little isopropyl in here. If you have a cut, you will definitely feel it.
I would like Games Workshop to come out with a contrast, quote unquote, paint that was in a spray bottle. So I could spray it and be done.
Just showed them how to make a wet palette.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you're giving away all the secrets like in day one.
I had to remake mine. It was starting to get a little slimy.
Yeah.
So it was time. Now, in the bag here, I keep some paper towels. And I had cut up some parchment paper. But as any of y'all have ever messed with parchment paper know, when you go to take it off the roll, it wants to curl back up because it's got that shape memory. So what I do with mine, I cut it to the size I need. I put it in a little Ziploc baggie with some paper towels, a little water, and a little alcohol. I just let it sit there. It stays wet. The parchment won't roll anymore because now it's saturated. And before I put it back on the onto the wet palette, I just dry it off a little bit on my leg or paper towel or something like that. Then I'll lay it in here. So now when I go to paint or put paint on here, it actually wicks up a little bit of the moisture, in this case, alcohol. Now, the only downside to using pure alcohol in this case is it's going to dry pretty quickly. And I'm going to lose a lot of that moisture fairly fast. But when I get home, I've got a bottle of distilled water sitting next to my desk. And I'll use that to get this going again. Alrighty. Big old fat dry brush. Here we go. So this is Citadel's large dry brush. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry brush all of the parts that I'm going to keep black. I've already dry brushed them once with Dark Reaper, but now I want to bring out a little more of that edge highlight. So this is Thunderhawk Blue. So all I'm going to do, take a little bit of paint, put it on the dry brush, put most of it back on that mat there, and then I'm going to get a good bit of it off, and then just take this dry brush and lightly over the highlight areas where I want the edges to pick up. I'm going to give it a light brushing, and it's going to bring out the edge highlights pretty quickly. And because it's so thin, it actually dries really, really quickly. When I start to run out, I get a little more, wipe it off, and then keep going. As soon as I get this one done, I'll show you what it looks like. Alrighty, so there's the hand, and I'll get a little closer. You can see some of the edge highlights that have been done here. Try to get it back so the camera will focus on it. That's just a quick dry brush, gives it a little more finished look. So let's see here. Try to do this to where y'all can see this a little bit better. Alrighty, so this is the arm, or the upper arm. See if we can get it to focus. You can see it's just been dry brushed with a little Dark Reaper, just to kind of bring out some of those highlights. Alright, so same methodology. Little Thunderhawk Blue, light dry brush. And yes, I'm painting my fingers a bit too. I'm okay with this. And the difference after just a few seconds of dry brushing. So you can see the edges have pulled out a lot more, especially back here on the top. Now, is anybody going to see this? Probably not. Mainly because this part of the model is going to be up underneath the underside, or up underneath the pauldrons. But I have it done because I know it's there, and I want it to look that way. So I go ahead and do it, and I'm okay with that. There we go. So those pauldrons or those shoulder joints are done. And unfortunately, this pure alcohol is not working out. So what I'm going to do, I don't like using this to do it, but since I don't have any good clean water, this will have to do for now. Let that soak in a little bit. And back to what I was doing. Again, just load my little paint mix there. Knock most of it off. The key to this is you want to start off light, because if you didn't get enough of the paint off, that first couple of strokes you put on here is going to be super, super thick. And it pretty much sends you back to step one, because you're going to have to rebase and start all over again. So the key to this is start light. If you need to, you can always add more. It's always easier to add more paint to it to bring out the highlights than it is to try to take paint off of it. Don't you agree?
Pretty much. Now, I usually start, when I paint with my base, and then I darken it up, and then I brighten it up. So I don't know your order. If you darken,
Depends. With this black, I'm starting off pretty dark to begin with, so I can't really darken it to go. So I start dark, and then I start bringing the highlights, because the base will give me the lowlights in its process.
Yeah.
Now with these, I'll show you my process with this. Actually, I'll show you with the gun shield in just a second, because the gun shield is going to stay that metal color, so I can do it and show you exactly what I'm talking about what Daniel's talking about. You start off with a base, then you darken, and then you lighten.
So like I just primed, right? Some different models.
Yep.
That would be my base. Now what I'm doing is I'm darkening with a wash. This gives all the detail, gives all those lower recessed parts and pieces in. And darkens up the model in general. And then what I do is I dry brush and layer back up to a final. So my approach at washing is a little on the haphazard side of things, because I know I'm coming back and I'm reworking it all anyway. How do you feel about the Space Marine with the double hand teacup hold on his weapon?
I haven't seen that one.
This guy right here.
Oh, looks like a bad training video.
That's what I'm saying. He's a Space Marine.
For those of y'all that don't know, Daniel and I both shoot a fair amount.
Yeah. We're probably on some list somewhere.
I know I'm on a couple of bulk ammo shipping lists. Does that count?
Of course it counts.
I mean, I get Midway USA catalogs delivered to my house on a fairly regular basis.
Government's not going to get me, man. They don't have my address.
Well, believe it or not, after Katrina, one of our neighbors, or my dad's neighbors, her husband worked for NOPD. And she came to my dad and said, "Hey, look, my husband's working in the city. They don't have enough ammo. Do you have some that we can get from you? We'll pay for it." And I was like, "Well, what's he need?" "Well, I don't know." So I think we gave her like 500 rounds of 9mm, probably close to 1,000 rounds of 40, because that's what I shoot mostly.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of it sitting around. And most of it, this isn't hollow points. So like, a lot of this is target ammo. Those like wad cutters and stuff like that. But I mean, if you put a wad cutter into somebody, it's going to put them down.
Yeah, and go through them into the next neighbor's house. And
Gave him some 45 ACP that I had. I gave him some 380 and 357. I mean, we basically armed a shift.
So why didn't New Orleans PD have that?
Apparently their house, or their station house, flooded. And they could not get, well, either the ammunition had been spoiled by that water, which was nasty to begin with, or they just couldn't get to it, so had to make do.
All right, we're in a no bumping moment now. We got models standing up.
That's about the time my son would come running through the house and like kick my table.
That's why I'm saying we're in a no bumping moment.
I love my son. My son is 6 years old. He's 7 in December. And I'm sitting there painting. And as I'm painting today, he comes up to me, Craig, and says, "Son, I love you, but if you bump my elbow, I'm just going to have to kill you and make another one."
Jesus Christ.
He looked at me. "You wouldn't do it, Daddy." I said, "Bump my elbow and find out." He laughed and ran off and played.
Today at 6 o'clock news. Local man. No.
Nah, my son, I love him to death, but I mean, you've got a son about the same age. You know how they behave.
Oh, of course.
They're spastic all the time.
I would say enthusiastic.
I like spastic.
Yeah. It's an accurate description. Let's be fair.
Anybody that's got a 7-year-old running around their house or a 6-year-old knows exactly what we're talking about.
Hyperactively motivated.
Mm-hmm. Sugar induced.
Well, that's your fault.
No, that was actually his fault this morning. Apparently, he found my wife's stash of candies.
Your wife stashes candies.
Well, she's got blood sugar issues, especially with her conditions right now.
Okay.
So she keeps candy in case she's got an upper blood sugar. He found mommy's stash.
Sounds horrible when you put it that way.
Next thing I know, he's coming in the bedroom. I'm laying in bed watching TV. He comes in the bedroom and he's got a face full of chocolate. I'm like, oh shit.
Going to someone else's house today. Bye.
Oh no! I sent him with him with my wife and my mom going to school supply shopping.
That's a dirty word to say. Why would you say that?
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no, but still, I don't even want to think about it.
Oh, come on. You know we all got to report back to school in 2 days. Oh, no. Yeah, no. You all have 2 days left. I'll be at school tomorrow.
Well, new people have to come in on 5th.
Mm-hmm. For new teacher orientation. Might as well just call it the Crucible.
Good lord. Indoctrination papers here.
Soul here.
No, it's not that bad. Could be much worse. Could be EVR.
This is true. And for those of y'all that teach an EVR, I'm sorry.
I don't think anybody on this stream teaches an EVR. And if there are, what? I would have never guessed.
Neither would I. I do have a girl I went to school with that teaches in Zachary.
Yeah.
But that's a good school district too.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
I mean, let's be honest. St. Tammany has what, 59 schools in it? 60 now, maybe?
Yeah, something like that. I think 50, 55? Something like that.
Yeah, I mean, we're upper 50s. And we're the top ranked large school district in the state. And last I checked, we were 3rd overall. And the only 2 that were beating us had a total of 4 schools in them.
Yeah.
Like, I think Central has a single school, and Zachary has 3.
Which I don't even understand how they can get on the list for
They're
departments.
independent school districts. So, like, in Texas, that's all they are. There are no, or like most of the counties don't have a school district. Like I have a friend that lives out in Bandera, Texas, middle of nowhere. They've got 2 schools in their area, but those 2 schools are an independent school district.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I understand why a lot of them do it. It's to keep the control localized. So you don't have decisions being made for a small area by a large metropolitan area, which makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how it affects their funding.
They get their state MFP funds similar to what we do,
Yeah.
and then they get their local funds also similar to what we do.
So, yeah, well, proportionally speaking, though, they don't have the population.
This is true.
Yeah. So you have, let's say, 20% of the population has kids. Well, the other 80% of the population pays for them to come to school.
Yep.
Now, if you have a large population, that dollar to kid ratio is really good, you know.
Yeah.
But over there, that dollar to kid ratio kind of doesn't benefit them.
No, but it is what it is, and you got to make the best of what you got, really.
Oh, of course.
See, Liquid Talent
No.
and Necron Compound,
Like semi-liquid talent,
Pasty Talent.
pasty talent. I don't think we can call
It
it
look-
that.
It looks like crumbles.
It's so bad. Every time I open a pot, I'm like, nope.
So to show y'all what Daniel was talking about when he said he darkens and then he You know what helps? I turn that video off.
You got like 20 minutes of video right there. Huh?
5 minutes of him just spinning.
Legit.
I should be able to find a photo, a frame in there somewhere.
Oh, I hope they're all very similar.
This is just null oil, real liquidy. Now I'm gonna come do the edge in gold, so I'm just focusing on the inside of this right now. And you can see I'm just literally at in, and then just spreading it around liberally.
I always think it's funny, like when I watch a professional wash,
They're dainty.
they're very dainty and they get like every little crevice and they take the little time and they don't touch the armor panels. And then I look at my stuff and I'm like, nope, give me a large base brush. Just slap this all over it.
This is from a watercolor palette that my kid got.
Yeah. Hey, no one ever said you had to have expensive brushes.
Nope.
In fact, I prefer the cheapies in all honesty.
Like I said, some of the best brushes I've ever gotten I got from Michael's Crafts. Unfortunately, they're not sponsoring, but hey, if you want to, Michael's. hit
Is
us
it that cola?
up. Testers brushes. Again, not sponsored by Testers. Hey, hit us up.
Yeah.
These are some of the best painting brushes I've ever gotten. And I use the hell out of them. I've gone through 3 sets so far.
Now, see, someone's gonna be like, you know, if you just would have spent a little more money, you could have had a set you didn't have to go through.
Like $2 after the coupon
That's what I'm saying. You know?
for 3 brushes. I'll just spend the $2.
I agree. I mean, I completely agree.
So I'm gonna let the null oil dry.
You washed that whole thing already?
I gotta do the back of it. I forgot the back. But I mean, it doesn't take long to wash it.
As I'm over here still washing a model.
All right, it doesn't take me long to wash it.
Why am I so slow?
Well, see, there's this thing called chromosomes.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Sorry, it was too easy.
Getting a little real there, man.
Genetically speaking. Do the back side of this. There we go. All right, now it's washed. Okay, so I'm gonna just let that chill right now.
Yeah, 7 guys wash.
There you go. All right, while that dries, I'm gonna move on to splitting the armor panels on these 2 here.
Now, when you say splitting, what do you mean exactly?
I'm gonna take this little fleur-de-lis looking device that's here, and I'm gonna draw an imaginary line up the middle from that point, and I'm gonna split one side left. One side's gonna be red. In this case, the right side's gonna be red, and the left side is gonna be a white.
Gotcha. I guess that's why you have masking tape.
Nope, because I do this by hand.
Oh, you just freeform it?
Yep. So typically what I'll do is I'll just get a nice tight brush tip, get in there, and I just work it around.
It's legit. I've done like hazard stripes and stuff on my tanks before, and with that, I definitely use
Masking
tape.
Yeah. If you look at my little walkers that came in the the Forge Bane set, those guys have red and yellow hazard striping on their carapaces, and that is most definitely masking taped and airbrushed on.
Yeah.
Now, not thinking and realizing what I was doing, I based this in Leadbelcher, which is fine, except that not a single piece of this, I just dropped my brush, but it doesn't really matter, is going to be silver when I'm done with it all. It's all going to be some other color.
Oh, that's all good.
But the nice thing about the Leadbelcher is it gives this red, this Fiston red, a nice kind of single coat application. Because if I were trying to put this on top of my black primer, I'd have to do at least 2 coats of Fiston.
Well, shouldn't you do 2 thin coats anyway?
Only if you're a GW Pro painter.
Well, let me introduce you to contrast, sir.
All those models I had in contrast paint,
Yep.
single coat of contrast.
Well, of course.
Just a really silk coat. And honestly, the contrast, the silk,
I've noticed, yeah. Like, the more time you take with it, the worse your output looks.
Yeah, I mean, like with this, I can be precise and neat and finicky. With contrast, slop that shit in there. And actually, you might get to see some contrast in a little bit.
Are you going contrast today?
The coil on that cannon right there.
Mm.
I can contrast the hell out of that thing. In fact, as soon as I'm done painting this, I'll start work on it. I'm gonna do the primary colors first, and then I'll do the coil a little bit later.
What's that chat looking? I can't see.
Oh,
Anything?
I'm sorry. Nope, nobody there.
Okay. It's a Sunday.
Yeah. Sunday before work day.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty. So, as Daniel will attest, if I like something, I'll praise it, and if I don't like something, I'll call it out.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, the new Gracier base from Citadel, I'm liking it.
The spray base or the pot base?
The pot base.
Pot base? That's good.
I'm not buying a spray can for $20.
Nope, I agree.
The only spray can I will buy for $20 is the Army Painter Flat Clear, because it's the only flat that I have found that works.
Yeah, what's your Krylon you use? What is that?
Satin.
Satin?
I have gloss and I have satin. I like the look of the satin better.
Gotcha.
I mean, if this were glossed, it would look like glass on it.
Yeah.
It would almost look like I had poured 30-minute epoxy on it.
Well, the gloss coat has a place if you're trying to do like a comic scheme,
Mhm.
but
The satin's a much better realistic scheme.
yeah. Now, the primer that I use, I don't know if you guys have noticed, it's actually a satin primer.
Mhm.
And I don't much want a satin finish. I want more of a flat finish. And people have always been like, hey, you know, you're going to get a bad finish with that primer. It's like, well, no, because of the way I wash.
Mhm.
I wash all over, which dulls it right back down, right? So that finish only really matters if you're going with very transparent paint or if it's your top coat.
Mhm.
And in my case, no, I'm not doing either.
So let's see here. All right, so pretty much the whole inside part of this is gold, and the outer portion of it is lead belcher or washed iron kind of color. So I'm going to start with that. I'll move my little paint palette a little bit closer so I don't have to reach as far all the time.
Dude, these infiltrators with
Mhm.
all these antennas,
Yeah,
I'm going to break all of them one day. Accidentally.
I was about to say,
It's just going to be,
it may be on purpose, may not.
yeah, it's going to be accidental.
You just don't know yet.
Whew. So I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I'm washing all my infantry first because I'm avoiding trying to wash this tank. I really don't like the idea of washing this tank, but it has to happen.
And I will be here to laugh at him when it does.
Yeah,
What are friends for?
yeah, I know.
What are friends for other than laughing at you and helping pick you back up?
So when this repulsor tank gets thrown across the room,
I'll help him glue it back together.
there it is. And
We are not playing Whitney Houston.
Yeah, well, no. And then copyright strike.
And there goes monetization.
What monetization?
This is true.
The whole reason I started this thing was I'm going to be doing this anyway.
Yeah, might as well have something to do.
Might as well have it videoed. And initially, like, my first thought, in all honesty, was, if I ever need to go back and figure out what I did, I can just watch a video.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of trying to, like, save it on my own stuff, it's on the internet.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if GW decided they wanted to advertise?
I don't think they do that like at all.
I know they don't, but it'd be funny.
On us?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd lock my butt off.
Because as much as we love their products, we rag on GW,
You got to.
and rightfully so.
Well, I think criticism is where growth exists.
Mhm.
So, little criticism never hurt anybody.
Nope.
Again, I am never going to spend $30 on a can of spray paint.
Mhm.
No.
I mean, I could have primed this whole thing in lead belcher for $20, but no, not going to happen.
One infantry model left to go. These guys are still setting up. Now they were primed, but they still need to go a little bit. I'll probably prime them or wash them towards the end stream, if at all. Oh, I missed a guy. Missed like a couple guys actually.
They were hiding.
Well, I didn't have room on my prime stick. Hey, Amazon Prime Stick.
Let's go. Come on. I don't know. I like that prime during the prime days.
Yeah.
I did buy 2 fire sticks for the house.
Oh, that's good.
Now I don't have to.
Did you film that guy already?
Yeah, he's just sitting there chilling. I'm going to swap him out in a minute. That's one of the harder models to get. That is Iron, or no, Ajax Iron Hand or whatever. He's one of the harder ones to get because he only came in a box set, and that box set is out of print.
Oh, was that the? What was it, Necrons?
It might have been the Necron box set or starter set, whatever you want to call it.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, and
Fang, Tooth and Fang. That was
Yeah.
a Gene Stealer one.
something like that. I had to buy him off eBay. He was $16 just the sprue, and I had to figure out how to put him together.
That's not too bad then.
No.
For an independent character.
Yeah. Just to show y'all how some of these, y'all see this little glue dot right here. When I built this, I put a pin in his foot, then burned a hole, did the base, burned a hole, or drilled a hole through the base, stuck it through, bent the pin over, and then super glue and baking powdered it to make it lock tight. Also
Again,
not a
not
sponsor.
sponsored, but hit us up.
We are poor ass teachers. We will shamelessly take people's money.
Yeah, I'll take a plug. Oh, come on, you.
Yeah, if Loctite wants to send me enough money to go buy another model to paint, I'll do it.
Well, you know what? Starbond is an excellent super glue. I got a hook with them, actually.
There we go.
Don't forget this one. I started the vehicle in the smallest sense.
Oh, you know what series I'm rewatching on Hulu?
What's that?
Firefly.
It's really good. I
I
hate
do.
how it just kind of ends, though.
Yeah, well, everybody was hoping it would get picked up for a second season.
Yeah.
It never did. But have you seen the movie Serenity?
I have.
I mean, it picks up almost exactly where season 1 left off.
Well, that was their fan service
Yeah.
to wrap it all up.
But it was well done.
Yeah, it was. It was. I mean, but that anybody who's still hoping for like another season of that just needs to realize that that's what that movie was.
Yeah, that was the swan song of Firefly.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, I wonder how many people were shocked when Wash died.
Whoa. Not cool, man.
And the way he died was just amazing.
He is a leaf on him.
Yeah, that leaf just got a spear through its chest.
Fiddly bits.
Fiddly bits. My, oh my, what fiddly bits.
I'm gonna wash my bits. Washing my bits.
It started as a Mary Poppins song and became a Ron Jeremy one.
Whoa. All right.
And if you don't know who Ron Jeremy is, where the hell have you been for the
Nope.
last 30 years?
We're not going to explain anything.
No, I'm not explaining it. I'm just saying, where the hell have you been?
PG-13. Oh my god. Starting to get more wash on me than in the model.
I noticed that. You're going to look like a Smurf.
Kill the poop out of that Smurf. I mean, let's be fair here. This is Ultramarines.
They are Space Smurfs.
They are the best space Smurfs
They're Ultra Smurfs.
in Ultradom.
Figured since I had the lead belcher out, might as well go ahead and get the parts that are going to have to be lead belchered.
All right. It's time, boys. To the tank.
To the tank.
See, the reason I don't like doing this is once you start washing, you have to finish washing, because if you stop, take a break or whatever, you get a weird wash line.
Mm-hmm.
And this is such a big vehicle that odds are it's going to start drying before I'm done. So one of the things I'm going to try to do is keep all my quote-unquote edges on an edge of the model. So this is a marine vehicle, which is very convenient because there's a buttload of hard edges on it. Just gotta make sure I don't go over them too much as I'm lathering this or splattering this all on. Again, we don't want to clog detail. So we don't want runs or drifts, and my pot is closed. That's great. That's that auto closing feature that they got on those new pots from GW. Especially right when you need it to close. And it auto opens too.
Mm-hmm.
Teamwork.
Now we're going to become Tenacious D.
That's a good song.
Mm-hmm.
Showing our age, left, right, and center.
Well, if you don't know who Tenacious D is, well, shame on you. It's kind of like making a Mallrats reference and people not knowing what it is.
They're making a remake of all that, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Hell, Tim was in it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And they're bringing back Bill and Ted.
Yep. That's being filmed in New Orleans right now.
Yep. I think the only reason they're bringing that back is the popularity of Keanu Reeves right now.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if his career had gone and died in a small hole somewhere, they would not be remaking it.
Oh man, Keanu is badass. He's always been badass. I've been a Keanu Reeves fan forever.
I have to say, I do like his work ethic when it comes down to his gunfighting training.
Yeah. Just like in general, he's just a good human.
Mm-hmm. And it's hard to find actors that are that way.
Yeah.
It's hard to find anybody with a substantial amount of money that are that.
Truth.
I'm a firm believer in the phrase absolute power absolutely corrupts.
Yeah. Washing a tank.
Out of curiosity, did you watch the last Democratic debate?
I did not.
Made me laugh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so I have watched a few of the debates, and my concern is that they're so focused on not the right issues. They're focused on whatever they can say or do to just beat Trump. And the problem is, I think most people can see that. And I think most people want to hear more what they're going to do for the country and why we should vote for them. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, and this is an analysis that you'll hear from all over. They are pandering to the most extreme left of their party base. And I mean, for the average person, mom and pop Democrat that have been Democrats for years, you can only call a person racist, misogynist, sexist so long without giving actual evidence of it before they're just like, we don't care what you have to say anymore.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. I mean, that's kind of evident in the last election, really.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody thought one thing, and then a whole different thing occurred. I think it's primarily because conversation wasn't allowed to happen. It was shut down almost immediately. And then people took their opinions behind a curtain and voted however they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this. The election did give me hope in one thing. It's not rigged. Because if it was rigged, he would have never won.
Mm-hmm. Well, one thing I can't stand, and this is about modern media mostly, back in the 70s and 80s and whatnot, they at least had a semblance of being impartial.
Yeah.
Nowadays, they don't care.
Yeah, the illusion's gone. It's just partisan.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's good. Trying to look up for any random bad pooling.
Kiddos here today?
Yeah, they are. I think Ezra just woke up.
Could have sworn I heard Lucas up there.
Oh, he's up there. Tank. Yeah. Turret.
Well, at least you got the body done.
Look at this turret, man.
It is a bit fiddly.
It's gonna be a washing nightmare.
It's when you need one of those like quick shade bottles from Army Painter. You just dip
Dip
it
and
in.
go.
Which I mean, that stuff for the oh heck, for War Machine and whatnot, that works pretty well. I haven't tried it with GW models. Don't
Mhm.
think I'm going to.
Well, you know, I see people do like an entire Tyranid army with it. Remember
Yeah.
Drew and them did it?
Yeah, I've seen them. Oh,
And they had 200 Termagants to do.
yeah, you kind of got to push those out. That is an army that I thought about starting one.
Yeah. Nids.
Needs.
They're good.
Well, you know me. I really don't buy an army based on how good they are. I base them on how well I think I can paint them.
Yeah.
And
Well, with contrast now, I think Nids are like a perfect candidate for contrast.
yeah, but if you're gonna do Nids, you need to buy contrast by the quart.
Truth.
That would be hilarious to see that on GW's website. Contrast by the quart.
You know how much they charge for that?
Oh yeah, it'd be $100 quart.
God.
But if it would save you 40 hours of painting,
Or in my case, 520 hours painting.
Mhm.
Because I'm slow.
not to mention the psychiatrist bills after you're done.
Yeah.
What drove him insane? The painting.
What did he paint? Little bugs. For how long? Yes.
Ever.
Forever and ever. Now, people who play Nids and Orcs and have like gorgeously painted armies, I respect the poop out of you guys.
Mhm.
Yes, sir. Okay. Front. I'm gonna assume.
I found O'Brien.
Woo! He survived this trip to the warp.
Yep.
Oh, you have cleaning water? Hello, what's up, man?
What's up?
I am washing all the thing.
Oh, nice.
I am painting all the thing
Gotcha.
and filming the thing.
Nice.
And I let that one run for 12 minutes.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
You're getting good at that. What's up, man? We need to get you a spot, huh?
Let me finish this gun barrel and find you a spot to
Yeah. We will scoop this stuff over.
pop a spot.
Now I put my phone on charger.
Speaking of people with insanely large body counts, we were talking about orcs just a second ago.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
How many orcs you got?
And just boys?
And just boys, yes. Just boys.
Probably 100.
Woo!
Not enough though.
That's actually, yeah, let's say it. I'm surprised. That seems a little low.
Well, some I'm using as commandos as well, so
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing because I'm sitting there thinking, 100 boys. I get that many Grey Knights.
Jesus. Well, okay, to be fair, your Grey Knight situation isn't the norm.
No, not at all.
I'm gonna encroach on your territory just a little bit there, Doug.
No problem. This is going to be a 2-for-1 deal. Or this next picture.
Yeah. How many have you got so far?
3 or 4, something.
so how much was that fuck booth?
The booth was trying to think now. I want to say $40
Okay.
on Amazon.
Okay. Cause I got like a little one. I just got,
Mhm.
and yesterday it was like 13, 14 bucks.
Yeah, I got a little squatty one that's like a 12 by 12, something like yay big. And the problem I have with it is when you go to take a picture, you got too much of the sides and everything else.
Yeah.
So what we did here, this is my booth, but that's Daniel's dad's little color base.
Yeah.
Got them spinning.
Gotcha.
Same character, 2 different models.
Oh, nice. Old versus new.
Uh-huh.
I like it.
Fine cast versus plastic.
Oh, fine cast. Ugh. Fail cast.
That and Terminator versus regular armor.
I'm feeling pretty accomplished right now. If you ask me, this is 2 colors. I got a primer and a wash.
By definition, 2 colors.
2 colors. And the gradient that they produce,
Mhm.
it's infinite colors.
Exactly. So you're on the scale.
I am on the scale. I am pro painted. I am pro painted. Oh shit, it's good.
I do like how
Alright.
the,
Small chair.
You want? I'll switch here. Switch it.
Yeah.
yeah, bikers.
Yep. And I'm debating on turning one of them into Chaos Lord bike.
Why not?
Is it a thing you can do?
Yeah.
If it's a thing you can do, do it.
Yeah, I kind of know these. Kind of know
Decent.
Battle Scribe. But on Battle Scribe, you can't take Thunder Hammers, but on the new thing, like in the new codex, you can. So I don't know.
It's just because Battlescribe, whoever does the database for Battlescribe hadn't caught up yet.
Pretty much.
I mean, Battlescribe for let's not be
I love Battle Scribe.
yeah for what you're paying for technically. Yeah, exactly. It's damn good.
It's perfect. It's almost perfect.
Almost.
And if you played multiple game systems, they've got just about every major game system out there on their system. So if you play X-Wing, or anything like that. They've got all that info there for you. You just got to be willing to go find it.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I've low key become a meme lord.
I saw the video this morning.
Oh man, it's kind of insane. I'm not gonna lie.
You are the GW meme lord.
Oh, there are people calling the new Walker Kill a Can.
I'll definitely converting it. That's for sure.
Jeez. Well, you know what upsets me? We went from heavy bolters to heavy stubbers.
Mhm.
Wah wah. Went from power sword to combat knives. Wah wah. Why? Why are we doing this? I would rather have storm bolters than heavy stubbers
Mhm.
because they got the bolter rule.
Bolter drill.
I mean, what is stubbers? Stubbers is
Now, if you could give if Stubbers had the bolter drill,
that'd be insane.
okay.
I'd be okay with it, but they don't.
So it's like, Okay, let's see. These parts are done. They're ready for clear coat. I got to do some hosing on that one. I got to wash those. I got detail on this one because I'm going to do the sorting or the trim around the blade in gold. And I got to do the teeth on it too. So much. Anyway. Okay, so this is dried. So, like I had promised people, I'll show them how I do my Necron compound. This brush, I stole it from my mom from her pottery days.
Yeah.
It's designed for putting down pottery glaze, so it's a real stiff bristle brush, and it works beautifully for doing this.
I've seen people use like makeup brushes and stuff of that nature for like big dry brushing.
I just packed it in there and just a little rub-a-dub-dub. Necron compound.
All right, you distinguished gentlemen are going to come off the stick.
No stick for you.
Nope.
And boom, three colors.
Yeah. Base, dry brush, wash.
Yeah. And that's how you paid a Great Night Army in 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay. You got an hour and a half video over there?
Yep.
All right. So no posting. Now it's actual build
Oh, you discorded it?
and everything else.
Woo!
We're going to do a separate video in a little bit on how to do photo booths.
All right. We're good.
It's low-key what's happening right now in the background. Because those guys, about 2 minutes a pop. I can
Yeah, minimal.
throw those up there. Try to put like a little audio track over it.
Gotcha. See if I can throw some of my guys up there to have handed.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
they good.
absolutely. That's why I brought it.
Nice. No need to finish basing the two.
That dude came out badass.
Oh,
He is.
yeah.
Even the yellow came out good.
Oh, yeah, it did actually.
Take a look at the back of that piece.
Nice.
That's some detail.
Even though it came a look at the black armor, it's like, and the yellow, it's like, Black Legion much?
Oh, Black Legion?
I'm just looking at the armor.
Heresy.
Yep.
Let's see. All right. So, I know I was saying earlier about starting light and then darkening and then bringing it back up. So, this would be an example of a light and then going up to the dark. And then that'll come back down once we start our layering and dry brushing. So, shadows are in. And that's why I'm not too big of a fan of contrast for this army. You gotta spray prime it, and then you gotta contrast it. Well, I spray prime it, and then I wash it. It's the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So and I don't want my aesthetic to change. And if
Halfway
I,
through your army.
yeah, so I want my army to maintain that same coherency across. So contrast will not find its way into this army. Now, it may in like pouches and seals and faces and that kind of stuff,
Right.
because that makes sense.
Stuff where variation is not going to be as noticeable.
Yeah, that it's just a lot faster and easier.
Yeah, I kind of think I was watching. I forgot who was watching, but kind of tested like on different models.
Yeah.
Contrast is better like on more fleshy bits.
Yeah, they're much better on organics.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Because I saw like doing like something more like on a marine, it didn't look so great.
Yeah, no, not really.
Except the Space Wolves.
Cowboy Bebop?
No, that was on this harmonica. That's it.
Oh, it's not like that Cowboy Bebop is bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go pop these in the priming booth one more time, and by priming booth, I mean I'm going out back. Look at us. We look like a company here, just pumping out models. God.
Mm-hmm. So what'd y'all do today? Painted 500 models.
500?
Dangle painted 1.
Shut up. Still there.
That's why I said it.
Oh, bro. Yeah, girlfriend's watching at the moment.
Oh, the girlfriend is?
Yeah.
Hello, girlfriend.
Hi, Rebecca.
Be hilarious. Is that why he left me? He left me to go paint with those idiots.
Well, problem is she's in a different state and
He could be FaceTiming me.
right. Well, I was on call with her like for 2 hours before coming here, so
Well,
To be fair, though, if we like pound for pound the amount of paint that's been done, I'm definitely winning. I'm just saying. Pound for pound. And model versus model. It's a lot more models.
you want me to grab my boys and shit?
I'm talking about just today.
Okay, yeah. For today, that's different. Yeah.
I did all the leg armor, the carapace armor, that armor, the face shield. That was this morning starting at 10.
Hey, who's counting?
You, apparently.
Well, yeah. God, I pulled up in my driveway, and Doug's in the driveway painting.
Really?
I'm
I
like,
was gluing pieces in, not painting.
oh, my bad. But either way, I'm still like, okay, that's dedication.
Yeah, can't have downtime, man.
Can't have downtime.
Apathy.
Well, this is what progress looks like. Murdered Smurf.
It's also what a huffing addiction looks like.
No, maybe. I do love me some primer. I do love me some primer.
My wife hates it during the wintertime. If I'm painting,
Yeah, don't you prime in the kitchen?
if I got to.
God. I was just joking. Apparently it's real.
But I set up a 24-inch box fan with a activated carbon filter. So, like, I'll prime and it gets sucked into the filter.
Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense. I'll allow it.
So I'm not getting the whole house high.
Yeah.
I swear I think I killed a parakeet doing that once. Though.
Oh my god.
Really?
That's ridiculous, dude.
It's before I figured out how to set up the filter.
I think I killed a parakeet. Said nobody ever in Warhammer.
I'm getting back to text.
Yeah, you popular.
No,
Look.
she's messing with me right now.
Who's the she?
Girlfriend.
Woo!
She's watching at the moment.
Oh, is she? Well, she should say
She
hello.
was bugging the hell out of me through the whole thing.
Oh, that's fine.
You can do better, Rebecca. Just throwing that one out there, Ryan.
Oh shit, this messed up, bro. I thought you were talking like initially making fun of him and like the spamming, and I was like, oh no, that got dark real quick. He's a great guy. You got people saying hi at Doug.
Hi.
Who's that?
I'm assuming that's your girlfriend.
I have no idea. be Doug's girlfriend.
Guys also have posted on like a bunch of stuff, so it's like.
My wife would get rid of me. I'm
So I
telling you
think
right
that
now.
is Rebecca.
Oh, my wife has told me multiple times, I wish you had a girlfriend. You'd leave me the hell alone every once in a while.
What? What? That's not fair. It's ridiculous.
Yet I don't do that. So, well, the only reason she'll tell that to me, I'm not going to do anything. So,
You know how hard it is to take care of like one?
I know. Shit, not just how hard, how expensive.
I need to get a bigger thing
Yeah,
for
it's
chat.
Yeah.
As good as I got right now.
And do town.
Oh, she's an Okie. So she's from Oklahoma.
Yep. So you met through WoW.
That's cool.
I almost went to Oklahoma State University.
Ah.
I told you no.
No, I actually had a full ride
Why'd you tell them no?
because I wanted to go to LSU. Better ag department.
Don't blame me. Gotta love me some LSU.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys saw all those releases?
Yep.
I love the Rhino.
I knew it was coming.
Oh yeah, definitely. The Impulsor, they're calling it.
Something
Mhm.
like that.
The Impulsor.
I mean, you can only make so many new models dealing with an old line. And I mean, let's be honest. We're talking a line that's 1980s working its way forward.
You know what I don't get is so many people were complaining about. Why don't they just give us new models of the old or like wait, they just did Calgar,
Mm-hmm.
the Honor Guard. They call it a Victress Guard, but it's an Honor Guard. Tigris just got Primera size.
Yeah.
But then they say, well, no. We don't want new versions like that. We want new models that are of the old guys. It's like, well, congratulations. The game is changing.
Mm-hmm.
Primaris are where it's going to be at.
Yep.
There's not going to be any mini Marines. I'm sorry. They're going away. It's like a 5-year plan, but they're going away.
Well, I know OSU is really good, but LSU was better.
Oh,
Yeah.
you getting into that?
Yep.
Is she an Aggie too? Like she like ag department kid?
I don't know.
Gotta defend
I
that
never,
ag.
we never talked about that part. That's the one I don't know.
What's her major in? She was.
Mm.
Well,
Don't
you
look
get
at
me in
me.
trouble here.
Oh man, I know. I'm pushing you under the bus. I'm gonna go prime something now. Good luck.
Isn't it great when you don't have to deal with it later?
I know. Isn't that awesome?
You're
Yeah,
welcome, Ryan.
she gave me an angry face about the college comment.
Oh. I'm a tiger through and through.
Even though I didn't want to go to LSU. But I do like their baseball team.
They do have a pretty good baseball team.
I think this year they're not too bad. I haven't checked on them. But no, football's starting to come up soon here.
Yep. Yeah, football season will be here shortly.
The Saints on, and then
Have I ever showed you this prom stick I got?
Who's a paint stick?
It's a paint stick hot glued to 2 PVC fittings and a couple filled with sand. So it's got good weight to it. I can hold it, get around it, get all my angles. Yeah, initially what I want to do is magnetize the paint stick with big old magnets so I can pop the paint stick off, drop it, and get another set and like really prime through some stuff. But it's probably the best thing I've ever done as far as my painting skills are concerned.
yes, a
Primer.
She
I lost.
studied history and English, and her grandpa was a farmer. Sweet.
Oh,
What do you farm?
That's cool. Weed.
No.
No, not that time.
Today, yes, but
I'm seriously trying to figure out how California and some of the other states are dealing with that as far as FFA goes, whether or not they're listing that as a specialty crop production.
Oh yeah, what do you do in high school? Grow weed. It's through the ag department. Jesus Christ.
Dude, I'm serious.
no.
I'm trying to figure out how they're doing it.
I hope they don't. That would be terrible.
Be funny at first, and then it'd be terrible.
I mean, not like that. I'm going to do it at our school. I mean,
Oh, I think Hawaii just voted for it to be legal too.
I would, I'm not surprised for Hawaii.
neither am I.
Whatever. In my opinion, it's selling morality.
Yep.
No politics.
Although we're almost all on the right side, or the same side.
I know, but still, we're in the public view here.
It's also legal in Oklahoma right now.
Oh,
There it is.
there you go.
Okay.
Did I ever show you the T-shirt one of my students gave me for Christmas last year?
Huh.
Just a gray T-shirt, and in black text it says, "I was raised to think before I act. Therefore, when I slap the shit out of you, understand that I'm comfortable in my decision."
Right. I'm comfortable with my decision and the potential outcome. 15 minutes on that one?
11.
11. Nice.
11 minutes already.
All right.
I just happened to look up and I was like, I better stop that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm giving myself plenty of frames to figure out which ones I want to use.
They're all the same.
It could be a little bit different. Like this one's on a weird angle.
Mhm.
Like one or two difference of angle. What else?
I really should be doing this with my GoPro and then just using an app to turn it off and on.
Yeah.
GoPro.
It's an older, like, Series 3 Black Edition.
Still cool. Howdy. Hey. How's it going?
Good.
What's
And
up?
the kid status?
I haven't had a chance to check. What time is it?
10 after.
5?
Yeah.
Oh, let me make a phone call.
Elon's supposed to come pick him up?
I thought so. A little bit done.
Just a teeny tiny bit.
Yeah.
What else? During World War II, hemp was grown on military bases.
Yep.
For work. Yeah.
Actually, hemp's making a big comeback right now. As a lot of people are pushing it. Louisiana has got a bill in right now to change the rules for growing hemp.
Yeah. Kind of noticed that part. Okay. But yeah, it's coming back.
I will be disappearing for a little bit.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Hey, she can hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share. Just throwing that out there.
Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, like, it actually helps. I'm not much for the begging, but apparently begging helps and it actually works. So.
Yeah. Scammy Tammy.
But no, I got text back from what I asked what school she went to. She went to Oklahoma State University, private college, had a scholarship, history, and English.
I went to LSU, majored in animal dairy poultry sciences, or what we call TOPS.
Yep. Which I had TOPS during college and then lost it after the state decided to get rid of it.
I had it all the way through 2005 when I graduated. But I also worked 40 hours a week.
Yeah, so at least I didn't have to worry about
Books and,
whatnot.
well, that I had an off-campus apartment, so I had to pay rent and everything else too.
Yeah. Yeah, I had an off-campus apartment. Well, my campus didn't have stuff for apartments
Mhm.
since it was a community college, so
Well, I lived my first year in what they call Highland Dorm, which is in what they call the Horseshoe. It's right across Highland Road from the student union. And I enjoyed myself in there because in that building was built in the 20s. So all the rooms in there had 12-foot ceilings because they had to accommodate for not having AC back then. You had the way it looked is there 2 big rooms with a bathroom between the 2 of them, so it was suite style. And the 3 other guys I shared a suite with, I went to high school with all of them. So we all knew each other. We all had fun. I mean, I couldn't complain. I had a great time at LSU. But no, I graduated in 05 with my bachelor's and 08 with my master's.
Forgot you had masters. Oh, you only got a technical and an associate's for machine tool technology.
Like when I did my bachelor's, I did an animal dairy poultry, and at the time, animal dairy poultry had the 3rd highest number of required hours of any program at LSU.
Really?
Yeah, the only 2 that beat it were architecture and landscape architecture.
Which those do make sense.
Those like undergraduate and landscape architecture or architecture required like 160 hours. In animal dairy poultry, when I took it,
You're going to need to move. He can be the star of the show.
Okay.
And then in a moment, we'll switch roles and you'll have to move your car.
No
All
problem.
right.
Where you need me to move it to?
You can put it on the street for a moment and now help me coming right back.
Okay. So just me for the moment. Because I'm not painting at the moment. So I'm just building. Uh-oh. Well, I'm not painting at the moment. Whoops. Just building some guys and go and paint. At due time. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get when I have a chance because I don't know how to fix it. Whoops. Let's see. That ain't good. It's good now? Okay. I fixed the problem. Through science. Alright. Need to do it
Okay,
now?
your turn.
Yep. Yeah, audio went bad for a second, but it's good now.
Oh, the audio went out?
Well, just crap down on the truck for a second. But it's all good.
Okay, it's good. It's good.
All right, now then, I'm going to get her and we're going to go. Are you recording that one too?
I think I already did that one. I'm slowly doing one, doing them one at a time.
Cool.
It works pretty well.
Yeah, I use my iPhone for everything.
I've got a D9 somewhere around the house. I got to find it.
One of these days I'll get a real camera, but this works.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I was looking at the Nikon 3500. I want to say, and you can get them for about $400.
That's not too bad.
No, not at all.
Yeah, not too bad. All right, I want to head back up there, and I'll let you talk to the audience. How many
yeah.
people's online?
Right now,
Uh,
one watching us,
yeah,
or at least one in chat.
yeah, one's chatting. Okay.
Oh. One of the reasons I like the iPhone is with our school board that I work for, the IT department is not as restrictive in some of the stuff we can do with it compared to the Android phones for some weird reason. So, like, it works with our mail server a lot better than the Androids do. And then a lot of the FFA stuff, they develop the apps for iPhone first, so I'm usually getting that stuff 2 to 3 weeks ahead of everybody else or Android users do. Also, the same thing when I'm dealing with the FAA. They tend to do iPhone stuff first, Android second. All right. For those of y'all that will be watching this, I'm using the Gray Seer contrast base, and I'm doing this coil here. I'm just making sure to coat it real nice without deleting detail. And then I'm going to hit this with a contrast blue color, kind of give it that nice little glow. Okay.
It's moved.
It's moved.
I don't know how long it's got to keep it moved, but okay.
Yeah, I just parked it on the side of the road.
Yeah, I did. I kind of turned around a bit, park a little further down.
I mean, we're on a cul-de-sac, not like we're on a main street, so
Sure.
I don't see why it's going to be a problem. Hey, look at that. I only did that one for 2 minutes.
Yeah, I see.
Referring to our iPhone.
Oh, yeah. I don't have iPhone.
Yep. What contrast paint did I bring in? Oh, there it is.
I've got the nice Pixel 2. It's already do stuff with Google anyway, so.
Yeah.
Where Danny had to go.
He had to go run the kids over to Elon's house. That's one of the downsides to divorce proceedings. Look at that. There's my wife, of course. Yes, honey. Hold on.
Be a good thing or a bad thing?
Okay, I see them. If you can find them in my size, pick me up 2 pairs of regular blue jeans. Nope. Well, what are the other colors? No, all I see is the regular jean color. That's because our daughter is built like you. She's a beanpole. Alrighty. No, just go ahead and get me 3 pairs of the dark blue jeans. Dark, not black. Well, then get 2 then. Yeah, go ahead, get them all. Get them. All right, love you. Bye bye. Academy apparently has Wrangler jeans on sale.
Huh. I didn't know that.
$18 a pair.
That's not too bad.
Not for Wrangler, no.
No. If it was like a different brand.
I mean, you'll pay like $16 to $17 a pair for like Walmart's Faded Glory brand or whatnot.
Yeah.
So I mean, $18 for
A nice
Wrangler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pay that.
Yeah, same. But no, that's actually a pretty good deal for Wrangler.
Well, I mean, I go through pants because I wear jeans to work
Same. So
every day, and I'm welding and doing other stuff in them. So
right. So I know that. I feel that.
I think this last year I went through 4 pairs of jeans, maybe 5.
Hmm.
That's just because I'm so damn hard on them.
Yeah, go through hell with them. Yeah. So like. There it goes.
Come on. She said she can't believe you silenced your phone.
I'm checking. I know.
You said stop calling him.
Try also not getting in trouble for that. Either get in trouble with YouTube or get in trouble with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
But I was going to ask you about something, but Daniel's not here, so I'm gonna wait on that.
Okay.
About the new stuff they also showed for both for both No Marines and Chaos, including Grey Knights and Death Watch.
Yeah, I hate the fact that when you got all these new models coming out, Grey Knights haven't had a new model since the Dread Knight came out,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much it.
I'm not surprised that Grey Knights don't have Primaris in their ranks yet.
They probably never will.
Probably.
I say that if they do get them, it'll probably be a long time before we get them.
Right. Because I understand Death Watch with Primaris,
Mm-hmm.
even though that's kind of quick for them.
Yeah, because it takes a little while to kill off a whole group of Primaris to classify them for the Death Watch.
Right. And then, well, I know now it's actually been like a good while now with Primaris and lore.
Mm-hmm.
Like about almost 1,000 years now.
Yeah, that's barely breaking into the Green Knights.
Yeah, I know.
God,
Grey Knights is what? How long do they need to be?
I mean, they don't start considering you until you're like 300 something years old and proven.
Yeah. But I know most Primaris are not even psychers.
Yeah.
Like,
see, honestly, if GW wanted to fix Grey Knights and make them competitive and fit with the lore, they should not have weapon skill 3, ballistic skill 3.
Yeah.
every one of them should be 2 or a 2+ on weapons and ballistic skill.
Yeah, sounding like the Adeptus Custodes.
Yeah, because I mean, we're talking what is supposed to be the ultimate psyker that is trained specifically to hunt and fight and kill.
Right. Even though they did show a little teaser trailer for something to do with psychics, but that's for all factions.
Yep.
So I don't know what's gonna happen. Probably like a new campaign.
Maybe. I mean, the Grey Knights just, let's be honest, they get shit on.
Yeah.
They were cool when they came out, and they were awesome, and everybody loved them. And then GW said, nope, we're not going to really do anything better with them.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I'm just having to suck it up and deal with the lack of love.
Yeah, but at least Space Wolves are getting primary stuff as well.
Yeah.
But I don't think they'll get supplements.
No, because they have their own codex to begin with.
Yeah, so
It'd make no sense for. They may get like a supplement codex, like a little $10 add-in.
right. And I know, speaking of that, they're also doing another starter box for Kill Team, which is Tau versus Space Wolves. But it looks like it's like the Sector Mechanicus Crunch box with them.
Well, that'll be cool.
Which I'll probably pick that up. A little more terrain,
Mhm.
new kill teams.
I mean, I called the Space Wolves my wife's army, but I have to put an asterisk at the end of that.
Yeah, because it's good. Well, I know about that for your wife started stop playing, and it's like, "Are you out?" And it's like, "I'll keep them."
Yeah, she's like, I want to sell them. I'm like, nope, not happening. I mean, I am completely against selling models.
Like, I'll sell a model if, well, not technically sell, but I'll pay somebody else's model and get paid for it.
Oh no, I'm talking like if I bought a model.
You're keeping it, yeah.
The only ones I have not done that for were the my Age of Sigmar Stormcast. I sold that half the box from when Jeremy and I split the original Stormcast box.
That's what it was with
Jeremy Spore.
no, I'm trying to think. Remember the other half.
Oh, it was Demons.
Was it me?
Oh, it was the.
I know it's a corn.
Yeah, it was the Corn
Berserker.
Champions, whatever they're called now.
Yeah, which makes good for conversions.
Yeah, but I had that. I had the Stormcast half of it, and Jeremy took the Corn half of it, and just after he passed, I lost all interest in it,
Yeah.
and then I sold it to Daniel, and then Daniel got me back into it, and now I've got a Sylvaneth army that could challenge any army size. Well, I'm not even kidding. I did the points count the other day. It was at 4,500. So I'd say I have a few.
Yeah. I know I'm kind of thinking about doing Sigmar as well, but I have my demons for that, so.
Yeah, all you need is the rule book or the data cards.
Yeah, and that's it.
So I mean,
But
for
no.
you, it makes no sense.
Right. But for me, I also want to do the yeah, out of 10. I forgot the first something overlords, the steampunk looking dwarves.
Oh, the flying dwarves.
Yeah.
I like them. But if I bought another army in AOS, it would either be the Firekin,
Oh yeah,
the Fire Dwarves,
yeah.
or the Deepkin.
I forgot about
The fish people.
I forgot about this because no one really plays them from what I see.
I mean, they've got some amazing looking models.
They do. I know. What is this going on here? From Hugo. Can't see the last name.
Oh, we just building and gabbing.
Yeah, building, talking about building for Warhammer 40,000.
Talking about all the different games we play, and I'm setting up models in the background, doing little photo booth pictures.
Yep, and I am building your bikers for Chaos.
You chaos person, you.
Could be worse.
Where'd I put that brush? Oh, there it is. So we're just building and painting and building and gabbing. 1/3 of our triumvirate had to go run some children around, so he'll be back shortly.
Yep, the head of the channel is not here at the moment.
So there's just some random stranger sitting in his basement painting.
For the dark good, the dark god, and which dark god are your word bearers who see all of them as one?
Yeah, what number are you?
For me, I am of corn, but I just axe him after kill a bunch of my foes when I need it.
Blood for the blood god from whom it comes, he doth not care. It's hilarious. Like people sit there. I think about it in the like if you were an Age of Sigmar person and you start worshiping Khorne because he's all about blood and death and destruction, and then you realize he doesn't live or die as long as he gets blood.
Yeah, because I think few of them do care in
Yeah.
and a lenient.
The lenient sense of the word.
Yeah.
Very lenient sense of the word, whether or not you get injured.
Slaanesh needs his followers to live, so do other bad stuff for him.
Yeah.
Nurgle for test out new plague.
Let's be honest, Slaanesh is buying his followers hookers.
Yeah. But yet, one day you become the hooker.
Let's see here. Let's see. Death Guard, Iron Warriors, and Black Legion.
So all. Yeah.
Oh, you heretic. So much heresy at that house.
Yep. Well, only got Corn Demons and Night Lords. Because why not be an edgy, evil Batman?
Oh, Night Lord.
Well, that's what Conrad Kurz was.
Mm-hmm.
He grew up pretty much in a world that is Arkham City, but a lot worse, and then so screw it and start chopping up, killing people to show them don't break laws. Shame that he went insane.
Yeah, you wouldn't think chopping up people and killing them to enforce the law would make you go insane, but apparently it does.
Well, actually, that's not the part where he got insane. It was the Chaos Gods that got him insane. Because they showed him visions and whatnot. Which, I think that was Zinch who did that. Don't remember which one or any of them. They just got like weird visions and went insane from that.
I have to tell you what, Necron Compound is your friend when you have to paint a gray army.
Yeah. The Grey Knight.
Grey Knights, Skitarii, anything like that.
Also, 5 Imperial Knights.
Nice. This is my third one. that I'm working on. This is the Canis Rex that I have fully magnetized. So I can make him pretty much whatever I want to make out of him.
Yep.
Eventually, I will have a full Imperial Knight army. I'm just slowly. I'm going to buy the 2 big boys next.
Oh, the
Um,
Castellan and the
Yeah.
Valiant.
Yep. Those are my next 2, but not anytime soon.
No.
Well, like I was telling Daniel, the wife and I we're looking at buying an RV camp, not a camp, a travel trailer. So that's going to tie up quite a bit of money for a while.
But hey, you got to travel around and cheaper places to stay. with it.
Well, not only that, other things we're looking at doing is if we want to bug out for a hurricane,
Yeah.
okay, hook the trailer up, we're gone.
Yep. Because Louisiana. Southern Louisiana.
Yeah, we ain't those Yankees from the north of Alexandria.
Yep. Welcome back.
Woo! Thank you.
We
Place
have
isn't on
2
fire.
viewers now.
What?
And one of them is Follower of Chaos.
Oh, that's good. We got somebody making chaos bikes right now. That's what Ryan's working on, which is good.
Yep.
Hey, you can't have good guys without bad guys.
Yep.
And then you just have guys.
Yeah, guys with big guns and rippling muscles. What are we talking about?
I don't know in your case.
I don't know anymore.
Well, we're now on top of Night to Bit, and then on his try and get a camper trailer.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I was telling him I want to get the 2 big boys, the big boy knights.
Oh, yeah. Well, they kind of nerfed now.
Yeah, but still,
Still want them. You want them for the memes?
I just want them for the building. It's the same reason I want to go get 2 more Dread Knights and
Yeah.
make a full 8 Dread Knight army.
I got some Chaos Demons and whatnot. No Chaos Marines. You got Chaos Marines, or what do you got? What are you rocking?
Death Guard, Iron Warriors, and Black Legion.
Oh, wow. You are definitely a follower of Chaos.
And then 5 Imperial Knights.
But are they Renegade Knights, or are they actually Imperial Knights, is the question.
We don't know yet.
Yeah, there's a little delay.
I don't know. For regular knights, I might break out the 3D printer.
No. Don't be that guy.
What are you talking about? You're that guy too.
I have 1 Titan that's 3D printed. Everything else is regular.
You also have a cardstock Titan.
I do have a cardstock Titan, yeah. But I did that mostly for the modeling class. They worked on theirs, I worked on mine. That's kind of fun. It works.
Just because I have 3 3D printed Titans.
No one's judging.
Now, granted, they're not all the same class. They're all different classes.
See, this is where I get bad because I'm feeling very accomplished right now. I got my guys primed and washed, accomplished. I can take a break now.
And then he looks over here and he's like, God damn it.
No, not even. No, I'm feeling good. All right.
You sure about this?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
You sound like down on yourself.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm just looking at the amount of points that I have on the table right now versus the amount of points on the other side of the table. I'm pretty sure it's about even.
I don't even know what the points value for a knight is anymore.
Probably like 400.
It's
It's probably closer to 5.
Is it really?
no.
No, I think they got
It's-
reductions.
I think for the Canis Rex, it's I want to say closer to 400.
Yeah, he's probably a little more. That makes sense.
Check now.
Because he does have the little guy that hops out with the badass pistol.
So a Canis Rex, Canis Rex himself is 450.
450.
So so halfway to 500.
Yeah, he's a little expensive.
Well, yeah, but also he's forced to be a free bullet,
So you can't use any of the house rules or anything like that.
and you have to roll his leadership all the time. But he has a high leadership, so.
Yeah, it's like 9.
What do you mean you have to roll his leadership all the time?
So for
Free blades.
Free blades, you have to roll on a chart.
But
Well, you can, because you can pick one benefit, but you also get 2 negatives.
well, it sucks.
Or if you roll random, you roll 1 random negative and roll for 2 positive benefits. Same thing for okay, so for him, yeah, burdens. Okay, so his burden is, while those burdens applies, the free blade can only target the nearest enemy unit that is visible to in the shooting phase, can only declare a charge against the nearest enemy unit in the charge phase. That's
not-
his burden.
That's not too terrible.
No, it's actually one of the least bad ones.
I mean, I guess whoever is closest is getting back.
Yeah.
Like,
I could see you running a mob of boys at it, just like meat grinder.
He's stuck
Also,
in combat.
Yeah.
his ability, yes, Chainbreaker. Roll DC is time a friendly Imperium model flees while it's within 6 inches of Canis Rex. On a 6, that model does not flee. So no running.
That's
while
kinda
within
cool.
10. He has a 5 invul against ranged weapons, which he can do rotate ion shields for 4 up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a heavy walker and he can jump out.
So you can't tie him up.
But this is qualities. He has 2. Last of their line, reroll hit rolls of 1 for blade attacks against units containing 10 or more models. So good against hordes.
Mm-hmm.
And the legendary hero, once per battle, you can reroll a single hit roll, wound roll, damage roll, charge roll, or same throw for this free blade.
It's pretty legit, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even like his downsides aren't really that big of a downside
No.
because you can overcome them by placement. And I mean, if you're charging, hopefully you want to charge the closest model anyway, so that's
Yeah.
not that big of a deal.
Okay, no, it's not else. But no, yeah, that's honestly not too bad.
Yeah, he's just sitting there. All right, send him.
Well, his lore, he was in prison and break people, other people out of a Drakari prison, if I remember correctly. No, it wasn't Drakari. It was, I think, Iron Warriors,
So he's like the Ocean's 11 guy.
pretty much.
That's legit.
I kind of read his backstory a bit.
Do you have one too or not?
What, a Canis Rex?
Mm-hmm.
I do not. Right now, I'm looking at either saving up for a Rampager or get the Apocalypse box for Chaos Marines. So we could get 6 more bikes out of it.
So what's with the sudden attraction to bikes?
Because I always run like my Raptors and all that, but they're just so squishy. So it's like,
Okay, I see what you're saying.
and that bikes are a little tougher and all that. So, and that bolter discipline on bikes is really good.
So you get both discipline too?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Chaos gets it as well, along with the new shock trooper rule.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's pretty silly.
So both Imperium, well, no Marines and Chaos Marines will get that as well, which would be good for my Warp Towns and my Raptors.
See, that's the thing. Like everyone always says, "Oh, Marines get blah 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 blah." Well, I mean, Chaos get it too.
Yeah, but it's also Chaos Marines, so technically still Marines.
Yeah, true. But I mean, like if you look pound for pound, Chaos gets cooler stuff in general.
Yes, we do. Go for Chaos.
Yeah.
Bikes plus chain swords equals win.
Yeah. Really.
Yeah, honestly. Well, I know right now.
It used to be bikes plus grav guns equals win.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was what in 7th or
Yeah.
Yeah, seven
so,
did.
Yeah, but grav guns. Has anybody seen a grav gun on the table since?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
No.
Because grav guns became really bad.
Yeah. Well, they sold a lot of models that needed to have it. So.
Because I know the cannons from the shore, you still have their grav cannons. For
Oh,
combat.
everyone still has them.
They just know about using
They just all suck.
Maybe as you used to be, okay, I'll just roll a bunch of stuff and hopefully get a 6 or 2 6s.
I mean, everything can win everything now, so
Mm-hmm.
it's not necessarily too bad of a situation.
One rule I did like for them was when they get to orcs and their codex and whatnot is 6 is always hit and explodes.
And oh yeah, well,
Because we can't shoot for nothing.
No, but you can blow up pretty damn good.
Right.
I don't know, man.
Even though now like one of our biggest stratagems is for asking for the Docker Jet. That makes it hits on 3s.
well, you know what that means, right?
And get extra shots on 5 and 6s.
Yeah, 5s and 6s.
You spend 1 for long uncontrolled bursts. Give it +1 a hit
Mm-hmm.
for flyers. That have the fly keyword that are vehicles, aka the Docker Jet. And then there's more DACA. Makes it exploding dice on 5 and 6s.
So pretty much what I just heard is they're selling Docker jets.
A buttload of them.
Buttload of them, yeah.
I have 3.
See,
already, so-
there it is.
Well, I got
There is.
it. Got that like in the very beginning with a good deal. 3 for 60.
Yeah, but let's be honest. You can go buy
for
a
60.
Yeah.
Oh, online.
Yeah, online. It was actually on like that Facebook marketplace.
Mm,
But that was like beginning of a
yeah.
where I was just like, I just need a stealth for my army.
No, this makes sense. I mean, they're freaking perfect now.
Oh no, yeah. Which I'm glad I got them. And then make them bad moves to reroll 1s.
So Bad Moons is the way to go for shooty orcs.
Yes. Well, it's all so and then also it kind of depends because you also got Death Skulls has both the
You fielded one of what, and it sucked. I'm not
probably the grav cannon.
sure. Grav cannon.
More than likely.
Yeah, grav cannon's pretty terrible.
Well, I mean, I got 12. Oh, good God! What were the Space Marines in Space Marines?
Centaurians.
Yeah, Centaurians. I got 12 of them. 6 of them have grav cannons.
Well, of course. I mean, now you should have them with like las cannons, if I'm not mistaken.
last cannons and
Other 6 of them have las cannons.
There you go.
let's keep it with last or
Siege breakers.
siege breakers. Yeah.
Yeah, the siege breakers are still pretty badass.
I don't know. I've never ran a close combat Marine army. Great back and grab some stuff.
Alright. No.
Yeah, I wish they hadn't nerfed the drop pods so damn bad.
Oh no, yeah, they got screwed. I know everybody used them in 7th.
Oh yeah, drop pods were awesome in 7th edition, and now they're just
Waste of points.
crap.
Yeah, unless you really need something. But there are stratagems to deep strike stuff.
Yep. I mean, they used to have the objective secured rule, so you drop them in as a dedicated transport, and all of a sudden, boom! Now you got to shoot this friggin' block off of a objective.
Yeah.
To free it.
But not anymore. I feel yeah, it sucked. Yeah, about the grabs
Yeah, it's got to be the grabs.
or drop pod. I don't remember.
No,
Grab or drop pod.
he posted that when we were talking about grabs.
Oh, then yeah. Yeah, no, I try them out with my Catastron destroyers. Nah. But I'm sticking with plasma with them.
How's Sam and his Necron army coming?
They're coming pretty well. They're doing his tournament's like in 2 weeks.
Oh, the one at the
Pub,
brew
yeah.
pub.
Well, brewery, but yeah, pub pretty much.
I like Necrons, just I've never been a real fan of that Mardi Gras paint scheme. I mean, it's unique and it looks kind of cool. Just in my mind, that's not Necron.
Well, newer stuff at ASCII looks good. Because I know for vehicles they're all black, but have like a bit of tint with other colors,
Mhm.
like highlights and whatnot. But it's majority black on its vehicles now, which I'm fine with.
I mean, I'm not ragging his paint scheme because who am I to do that? Just it wasn't for me.
Yeah. Like if I was going to do that color, I'll do all my Harlequins
Yeah,
because that makes more sense.
it really does. I mean, I have a little baby starter Necron army, but I really couldn't get behind it real hard because I already have a gray army.
Did you just say I already have a gray army?
Yeah, saying I couldn't get behind. I had bought that starter set for the Necrons, and I couldn't get behind it hard because I already had a gray army. So, I don't know. Apparently, I just like painting metallic.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. Though this color scheme matches your knights. Your gray knights, that is.
Yeah. Actually, this color scheme is a combination of my Grey Knights and my Space Marines.
Convenient.
Yeah, because my Space Marines use the same black for their armor patterns.
So
Oh yeah, that's right. Because I forgot what you have for normal.
I have them painted like Punisher symbols. And,
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right because of your flyer.
yep.
Well, I'm a little disappointed because the paint that I needed to do my next step, it's dried up, and I thought,
Which color?
Calidor
Calidor.
Scott.
Yeah, I think I have one.
if you got one,
I
I'll
don't
use it.
have it. It's all in the car. So,
Oh,
but he also has one. So
yes.
no, I did buy one.
Because I thought I got it to come back yesterday, but it didn't come back.
It does.
Rip.
So it's dead.
Well, actually, I need to keep that pot so I remember to buy it. Yeah,
That's the inventory system on the app.
it's too much work.
I see. I'm checking right now for my inventory.
Yep, gonna do it.
Well, I didn't show you a picture of my desk.
Yeah, I have
Ryan. I have a set, Ryan. I have remodeled my desk and made it to where my paints are infinitely accessible. Oh, look at that! Yeah, also I need to stop that.
38 minutes later.
I'll show it to you in a little bit, but like I 3D printed these little racks that go onto the pegboard on the back of my desk. They hold 4 pots per rack,
Oh nice.
and I've printed like 30 of them.
That's actually not bad.
If that tells you how many paints I have sitting in my house.
Mine just go bad so fast.
I'm anal retentive about making sure I close the pot lid on them.
All the same way.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I guess when I say fast, what I really mean to say is I don't paint enough. So when I think it's fast, it's really not. It's just
And compared to one of us, and
yeah.
It goes bad fast. Dangle, it's been 6 months.
I know.
I already paid like 2 armors already.
Y'all are terrible.
No.
You know what? I keep mocking how like I paint though. Like when I do paint, it's really good.
It's just when you paint is the question.
Yeah. Everyone's a critic. It's very true though.
Oh, like I was talking to Dangle on the phone yesterday. I was like, I'm going to go home and I'm going to paint that night and I'm going to have it finished. And what I do, I went home and I watched YouTube videos and then put a closet set in my daughter's bedroom.
How dare you do life things?
Yeah, no.
How dare you watch YouTube?
Well, I mean that's one thing. But helping your daughter in a closet, how dare.
I blame Firestick for it.
The closet thing?
No, watching
like-
YouTube.
Oh, watching YouTube? Yeah, well.
In the closet.
Because I got Firestick on the TV in the bedroom, so it's pop-up YouTube videos.
Nah.
Well, my wife and I, like I said, we've been looking at camper trailers, so we're constantly watching videos, reviews, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like one of the channels we've been watching lately, it's a husband and wife couple that now live out of their RV, and they travel all over the country. They do homeschooling for their kids.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds terrible.
Well, they're not. They started off living in like a little camp travel trailer, being towed by an F-250.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the husband works, does work, but he does it all online.
Mm.
Or the company he works for, he can work remotely, so they don't have to go to an office every day.
Well, that's convenient. I mean, that's
different.
yeah, it's different.
And then they moved up to like a fifth wheel hauled by a F-350. And then most recently, they bought a fifth wheel that's like almost 40 feet long, and they have an F-450 that they tow it with.
Basically, what I heard is they took their lifestyle and started making money off of it.
Well, what they're doing is they're actually like they'll buy the trailer. Travel trailers, like cars, depreciate really quickly, or RVs in general depreciate really quickly.
Mm.
In fact, they depreciate faster than cars do, which by itself is impressive. But what they do is they'll go through and they'll make additions. Like on the one they just got rid of, they've got an upgraded solar system on it, so they can actually run the entire RV, or they could run the entire RV off of solar power for up to 5 days,
Really nice.
including air conditioners.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So, I mean, that added value to it when they sold it.
So
And they're not doing like private sales, they're doing trade ins with companies. I mean, if I could get away with it, would I do it? Probably. But with our job style, traveling is not a thing.
Yeah, I mean, summer's what.
Summer's actually busier for me than the school year.
speaking of
Speaking of the wife. Yes. No. Yeah. Uh-huh. So you can tell everybody on the internet hi. Well, you're not on
Hi.
speakerphones, but yeah. Love you, honey. What do you want? Okay. Well, I love you. I'll see you when you get home, or when I get home. Mwah. Bye-bye.
Oh. What time you gotta get out of here?
Yes.
Now?
No. Whenever the hell I feel like it, really.
gotcha.
Like I tell people, I work 6 days a week. This is my 1 day off. I do what the hell I want when I want on Sundays.
Gotcha.
Unfortunately, what I want to do on Sundays is not always what I actually have to do on Sundays.
Right.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
It's like, I want to lay in bed and sleep. Maybe go get breakfast. Nope, you've got to mow the grass.
We're gonna check out it next week.
Same here.
Yeah, at least we have grass to cut. It's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Could be like in Arizona where I have rocks for a driveway, or for a yard.
I mean, I guess some people prefer that, really, but
Boy, my daughter is a rock fiend for some reason.
Right now, at least.
Oh, this is decades long.
Really?
She's always liked rocks. I swear to God, she's going to be a geologist.
that's good.
One of the things that my wife and I are talking about doing is going to Arkansas to the state park up there where you can dig around for diamonds. I forget what the name of it is.
I've been there. It's fun.
I mean, do I expect her to find anything? Absolutely not. But she can have fun doing it.
Carolinas, dude. They have ruby and sapphire mining.
Mm-hmm.
Your odds of finding something are much, much, much higher.
I also want to go to. There's a place in Daytona, or off Daytona, I believe, where you can dive and recover megalodon teeth.
What's up your alley?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I definitely don't want to dive with a megalodon. Though.
Oh no, yeah, you'd be
Yeah,
dead.
no. Well, what megalodon? There are no megalodons unless you play Battlefield.
I would be a like a toothpick for a megalodon. I just think sharks in general are an interesting group of animals.
Yeah, and most of the time they don't even really attack you unless threatened.
But they're like really curious. They're like, I wonder what that thing tastes like.
Well, I mean, they can't. They don't touch. They have no hands to touch and feel stuff. They got to use their mouths.
Right.
So, like, you got bit by a shark. No, I got investigated by the shark. That's how they investigate. Sucks for me.
I
There's
am,
worse ways to go.
Mm-hmm.
I am debating at the moment.
What you debate?
I actually make one a chaos sword or not, or just magnetize the arms. And,
Granted, there are better ways to go too.
Like Imperial. Oh, you're still on the whole
Yeah.
shark thing, sorry.
yeah, the
Please,
shark
yeah.
thing. I actually remember back to shark thing. Watching one, listening to one of the podcasts. They were talking about sharks one because they were actually got a show on Discovery,
Mhm.
like for the Shark Week.
That's kind of
So they had a expert with them the whole time, and that's from podcast. Talk about it.
Just remember, Clasper punch is the thing.
Why does that happen in every stream?
We were talking about it. We were like, the other day. Just punch the male shark in the Clasper. Let go.
It's a girl. It's a girl. Game over, man. Game over.
At that point, it's gills or eyeballs. One of the two. I saw Tim's boys collected some eggs from their box turtles.
Already?
Yeah.
That was fast.
Well, it is breeding season for box turtles in Louisiana.
Because that's common knowledge. I didn't know that.
Call yourself a country boy.
No. Does every country boy in Louisiana know when box turtles get it on?
The ones I teach to.
Oh, well, that says a lot more about you than it does them. All right, kids. What mating season is it? Cousin.
No, wrong state.
Yeah, this isn't Alabama.
Get that fresh blood. Sure.
Well, I do wonder every time one of my students says roll tide.
Yeah, it gets concerning. Roll genetic tests.
One of my favorite memes is, the surprise face girl meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Says, I heard my daddy say roll tide. Does that mean my mom's also my aunt?
God.
It's a valid question.
It's probably concern.
Yeah.
One of my favorite jokes. What's 50 feet long and has 3 teeth?
A family tree.
Nah. Concession line at Alabama football game.
Oh shit. At least it's not an Ohio jab. Is she still around?
He's probably not listening to us right now.
No, I don't know.
I actually haven't looked at chat in a bit. Anything going on in chat?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been looking. Nothing too exciting.
It's a Sunday.
I'm not too worried about it either way.
Me either. He goes for some Chinese buffet though.
Yeah, I'm down.
I haven't been one in probably like 5 years.
I'm down for some Chinese. Where you guys want to go?
Golden Dragon's the best one around unless you get a picky one.
Is Peking better?
Typically is, but I don't know what their hours are on Sunday.
It's also kind of far away. I'm down for Peking. No, sorry, I'm down for Golden Dragon.
I've never gone to Gold Dragon.
Who's what they call it?
We're not sponsored by Golden Dragon, but well, I will shamelessly take any money I can get out of the stuff.
Pretty much.
Yep, gotta make money somehow.
It's like my students when they're doing their SAE projects. They're like, "Well, I don't have this, this, or this." I said, "Did you go ask for some sponsorships?" No. Well, then ask people. The worst they can tell you is no.
Yep.
One of them finally did, and they wound up getting like $3,000 worth of sponsorships. Like,
Really?
see, told you.
Did you actually say it just like that? See, told you.
Yeah. Yeah, I did actually.
That's so funny.
Is before they went in, before they contacted people, like, they're not going to sponsor me. I'm just a small time kid. Somebody's got to start from somewhere, dude.
That's pretty much how life is, though. I mean, you still debating it?
Yes, I
Did you look on Battlescribe?
I am right now.
Look, somebody got a quarter. I mean, we'll figure this out real quick.
Nope, that's it.
Do you need a lord on bike? Do you have a bike army? Do you have is your first group of bikes?
These are my first group of bikes,
Do you
but
intend on getting a bunch more?
yes.
Then build a lord.
Then build a lord. Or do you plan on running them anytime soon? In like an actual game?
Not at the moment until I get the apocalypse box.
Then
Then
build a
build
lord.
the lord.
Gotcha. Alright. Let's try and figure out what the hell to give him.
Does
The
he have a
guns.
power fist?
I can tell you what he can get.
If he can have a power fist, he wants the
He
power
wants a
fist.
power fist.
But I also want to get him dual lightning claws. Gave him claws of Black Hunt.
Then give him dual lightning claws. Magnetize his arms.
Well, it's still strength 4, so maybe not.
What is his intended target, and what is he going to be supported by? Because if he's going to be vehicle hunting, power fist. If he's going to be troop sniping, claws. If he's going to be supported by a bunch of other bikers,
Which most likely the third option.
yeah, well then give him a power fist because his other guys can have other types of weapons that can deal with infantry.
Right.
Right? So,
And the fourth option, rule of cool.
real cool.
So, one thing. Side there, side there, side there.
One cool to rule them all.
One cool to bind them.
Alright.
And in the logic, destroy them? I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Yep, so I'll take this head here. One of the warp talented. These. And
Drive.
when's y'all's
brush.
freshman orientation?
I have no idea. May have already happened, actually.
Ours is tomorrow night.
Going to it?
Probably. Just makes me feel older.
Good thing.
Well, it's better than the other option.
Dead?
Yep.
Yeah. This is true.
I'm going to go to my car and look at the codex to make sure, because I'll probably give him a thunder hammer.
If you need a Thunderhammer, Thunderhammer.
Yep.
It.
And I can give him a combi weapon as well, or just give him just a plasma pistol.
Thunderhammer, ho!
Well, on Battlescribe I can, but on the book and all that you can't.
Go by the book. Because I guarantee you no TOs. You don't say, well, what does Battlescribe say?
That's a true statement, boys and girls.
Well, Battlescribe is great, and I love Battlescribe. But go by the book.
Well, Battlescribe is probably also still linking the index.
Yep.
Right. Even though for orcs, one of our best units is still an index unit, and that is the Orc War Boss on bike.
Well, heck, God, I just actually finished making 2 apothecaries on bike.
Yeah.
Because, bikes at the time, 7th, it was strong.
Yeah.
And then index drops and codex drops. Guess what's not in the codex?
Bikes.
Bikes.
But there's going to be
pretty
another
much.
codex
Yeah.
with supplements.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how I feel about I do know how I feel about it, actually. So you're going to buy a codex, right? And then, oh, you want to play Ultramarines? Also buy this supplement.
Right.
Oh, you want White Scars too? Buy
Supplement.
this supplement.
Yeah.
Well, before, if you had the Ultramarines, all the successor chapters for the most part, you could play with still. But now, supplement.
What's up, Cole?
Hey, Cole. Who's Cole?
One of
That
my
guy.
friends. Yeah, Captain. Yeah.
How's it going, brother?
Buildy.
We are the builders.
Makes us sound like some ancient race of humans.
We are the builders.
Pretty much.
Let's see.
And if you think about what we're doing right now, we technically are the ancient.
If I get any older, I will be.
I see. I do need to look at where is Casper Spring Alrata. I'll look at that real quick.
I mean, seriously, who doesn't love good Chinese food?
I agree.
True.
Is that your segue to be like, all right, wrap up the stream, we're getting food?
Maybe.
Is your stomach starting to eat itself?
No, not yet. I had leftover Papa John's for lunch.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, so.
I'm a dry brushing wizard right now.
But no, it looks like I can still get Thunderhammer, so I need finally get a Thunderhammer on them.
Well, first you find the Thunder Hammer on the sprue.
I don't
Put
have
the
any
lime
Thunderhammers
in.
on the sprue.
Oh, no?
Nope. Because Chaos never had Thunderhammers in the first place. Until now.
You're welcome.
Because of Black Fortress. The Chaos Lord and that had a Thunderhammer.
I might have a hammer upstairs. Let me go look.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let me just do my final touching up on this dry brush.
In your boxes of thousands of parts of Space Marines.
This is true.
I have a box of a bunch of random bits.
Yeah, I used to have it all organized in different trays, like this tray for storm bolters, this tray for spare heavy bolters and stuff like that. And
You meant
the
to,
other day, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I just
you
threw it
meant to
in the box.
record that or no? Because it's not recording.
I don't know if I did or not.
It?
No, I will.
Kyle just looked over. It's like, didn't even record that?
I meant to do it.
Okay, push you over.
So if you're in the stream, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to see more great content. It doesn't hurt you at all, but it means the world to us. Woo!
Or you, if you're close by, you can always come join us.
This is true too.
Yep.
So we got Ryan sucked in.
Yo.
Yo.
It's like a big vortex of doom.
All right.
My bad. I
I think that
popped in through the vortex of doom.
you popped out through the vortex. You are the vortex of doom.
Well, running chaos, so yeah, it makes sense. But no, I'll never forget that. That is one thing I'll never forget with Great Knights.
Earth the dream.
Yep. But I know for Decimals, one their own roller straight opportunists.
Mm-hmm.
If they're within 18 inches, they can shoot a character without being close to target.
That's kind of cool.
But it's not so great when it's 18 inches.
Oh. Well, that kind of sucks.
Oh, yeah, and yeah, that one.
Someone, Captain Cole,
Yeah,
F the
that's
Golden
on top.
Demon. That place, Golden Dragon. Oh, you don't like that place? Where would you recommend?
Gibby's. There's not that many Chinese restaurants here in Slidell.
Not anymore. No, there was one like
Oh, for free or
Old Spanish
yeah,
Trail.
Old Spanish.
That was the one I used to go to.
That one was somewhat sketchy sometimes.
Yeah, but now it's like a bakery barbecue place. I don't know.
Yeah, because that's what Southeast Louisiana needs. More alcohol readily available.
You're not wrong.
Well, I can't say much. I went to visit my friend's place up in Texas, and down the street from her house, they had a drive-through liquor store.
Hmm.
It was made out of a barn. Literally, they opened the big sliding doors, and you drove through the barn, pulled up to the cash register, told them what you wanted, picked it up, and left.
You don't see a lot of daiquiri drive-through places.
No. Drive-through daiquiris is almost exclusively a Louisiana thing.
Yeah.
And it's almost exclusively a Southern Louisiana thing.
Yeah, because I talked to a lot of people online from different places and never heard of that thing, or never done that.
Or the fact that in Louisiana, if you leave the little paper piece on the end of the straw, it's technically not open
Yeah, which a lot of people do.
until they pass up the cop sitting there.
drink out of it because I know people do that.
We are not condoning the consumption of alcohol while operating a motor vehicle.
No, painting maybe.
Painting while operating a motor vehicle?
No, painting while under influence.
Okay, yeah, that's perfectly acceptable.
And here he comes.
That would be an interesting ticket, though. A PUI, painting under the influence.
But yeah, thank you.
One Thunderhammer.
I see. Not really. I can chop off except for like the bottom hand.
Yeah. I didn't say anything perfect. I wasn't like, I got a Chaos Thunderhammer up there for a Bike Lord
With one hand.
with one hand.
And I need to get rid of the Inquisitor part right there.
Yeah.
That's what files are made for.
I don't have a file on me.
I didn't bring my build box.
I got a Exacto blade.
There you go. Something sharp.
Let's see. Might have something that can go on there.
While you were gone, we were talking about Louisiana's fascination with drive-through alcoholic beverages.
Oh, yeah. Every time someone comes down, they're like, wait, is it a drive-through daiquiri? He's like, yeah, that's a drive-through daiquiri. Would you want one? You can get a drive-through daiquiri. I'm like, huh? I don't understand your confusion. You can't drink and drive where you live?
No, around here it's a sport.
Yeah, but then you have to explain it to them so they don't do anything stupid next time.
Okay, yeah, I can replace the head. Because with the Havoc box, I got a Power Maul out of it.
A Power Maul? That's pretty much a Thunderhammer.
Yeah, just make it.
Oh, and that's the rotary cannon we got.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah. But I find it kind of a bit of a trap to use them.
A trap? I mean,
As in money trap, as in, because it only comes with one in a box.
and how many do you need? Like 4?
Yep.
Yeah. What I just heard?
Mold.
Mold.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of the plan.
I know a guy.
I also know a guy who also made a video about that.
Yeah.
Self-promotion.
Let's be honest. You don't know a guy. You are the guy.
Sometimes I'm the guy. Other times I'm the guy. What?
Been talking to Shelly again, have you?
Not cool. Not cool.
You kind of walked into that one.
No.
Oh, we got a new coordinator for our tech at our school this year.
Yeah, how's that working out?
Oh no. I mean, she's been teaching at our school for years. She's been one of the PE coaches.
Oh, that's good.
I don't think she realizes exactly how much paperwork she just bit off, but
That's
I wish her all the luck.
that's the entire job, if I'm not mistaken, is paperwork.
Yeah. Alrighty. I'm going to contrast something up here.
Gotcha.
And my phone's got a low battery.
There's charges all over the shop.
Yeah, I noticed.
Had to break mine. Put mine back on the charger. Now I'm thinking about it.
I'm going to take my cable out of your iPad here and put it in my phone. Okay, where's the brush that I bought for doing contrast? Is that it?
Oh shit!
Alright.
Yep. All right. Okay. So to do this coil, I'm going to try the Pterodon Turquoise contrast paint. So let's see how this does. This is so new, I just opened it up. Got a nice dark green color to it. Now the key to contrast is you don't put it on lightly. It's almost a shade.
Heck, I think it is a shade, personally.
It's pretty damn close.
Yeah, it's
It's slightly thicker than a shade, but not as thick as a layer.
it's a weird.
Okay,
happy
so
medium.
just to show people before, I'm waiting to make sure you can see this. And after. Wait for lag. There it goes. Okay. It actually looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Oh yeah, that looks really good.
Thank you, plasma coils.
Mhm.
I now have a way to do plasma coils without spending 4 days trying to do the coloring.
Yep.
Now this is on the gray sear background, or base color. So if I had done this on the white one, which I forget the name of it, this would have been a much
Brighter.
brighter, warmer kind of color. But I wanted, because this is kind of inside of something, I wanted to be a little darker.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see it. I see bright out now with the actual coil showing.
Mhm.
Might have to get into a contrast, or at least get one. And
I got a bunch of them. I think I got like 7 or 8 of them.
Highlighting.
I'll probably start go over with my Orc Boys, the green.
It would probably, if you're gonna do Orc Boys,
Well, for me, I just been doing like brown wash and then green wash.
I mean, if you're gonna do Orc Boys, I'd probably say gray sear and then the green contrast paint and done.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm gonna be painting an Orc army, I would probably invest in the $20 rattle can at that point.
Yeah. Well, right now I got. Well, they're already somewhat painted already.
Yeah.
Just enough where I can put them on the table. Battle ready.
I thought your orcs look pretty good, personally.
Thank you.
I like them.
White primer, green wash,
They do look mighty
brown
orky.
wash. Which I had to do that a night before tournament. So that's kind of helped me out with speed painting.
I'm really good at speed painting.
Why? Because I had to do 100 or so models before a tournament.
Good lord.
Which, that is true, actually. It wasn't fun. I was super tired the next day, but it's hard to do it.
Daniel is very good at speed painting. Just not saying what speed.
There's a speed involved.
Try to find sandpaper.
Know what I'm getting the experience now, Daniel? Mother Nature taking its revenge upon me.
Explain.
My daughter's 12.
Okay, yep, yeah, God bless you.
Yeah, you got a couple more years.
Yep. Are you involved in that scenario?
I'm in, as much as sitting in the corner in the fetal position with my fingers in my ears going la 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 is involved.
There's a lot worse things that can happen. Trust me.
But yeah, that's the fun of my life right now.
Too much.
I was at work at the dive shop yesterday, and my wife calls me. I'm gonna go pick up Chrissy. He's like, well, I was gonna pick her up on my way home. She goes, yeah, well, she called and she needs me to go see her. And I'm like, not thinking, why? And my wife just goes, it. I'm like, damn it.
Damn it. I love it. That's so funny. It. Damn it.
It's like I shouldn't have asked. She's like, I know you shouldn't have. That's why I tried to not tell you.
That's a good thing, though.
Can be.
Well, if that didn't happen, there'd be.
Oh, if it didn't happen, there'd be a body somewhere. I guarantee it.
Well, I wasn't even talking about that. Like, just like medically speaking, like if there's
yeah.
something wrong, like that's not a good thing either.
No. Well,
So-
like anytime I take students on overnight trips because of our program, we have to. Like we have to take them to state convention. We have to take them to leadership camp. That's required. I always tell my kids, look, when we leave, we're coming back with the exact same number. Like, what do you mean? We're not going to leave anybody behind. I said, that's not what I'm worried about.
Jesus.
Adding.
Uh-huh. Sometimes it takes them a little bit to catch on,
Both positive and negative, guys.
but that makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Takes them a little bit. I'm actually kind of happy. I remember one year we went to national convention and they had a group of people that were there, and they had a foreign exchange student that was with them, and the kid got homesick. Went to Indianapolis's airport, took his had his parents' credit card from wherever he was from, I forget where, and booked himself a ticket home. Flew out without telling anybody.
Jesus.
Yeah, so like for 3 days, they're looking for this kid in Indianapolis. Like, and the kid did it like 2 days before the end of convention. So these people had to stay an extra night looking for this kid, like filed full-on police report, missing person, everything.
Come to find out.
And later that day, they get a phone call. Yeah, he went back home. Didn't bother to tell anybody.
It's pretty awesome, actually.
Not if you're that teacher.
Well, yeah, no, definitely not. But that kid just straight did that.
I kind of felt bad for the teacher. Could you imagine being somewhere with
You know
40,
how much
50
trouble
kids?
she's gonna get into?
Yeah, why did you not know where your kid was? How
Well-
did you let your kid get away?
We went to sleep and we woke up and he wasn't there. Well, that's why you duct tape him in the room. What was I gonna do? I gonna stop him from walking out?
Well, like when we go to national convention, when we take groups, I'll go in. We impose, like, typically we'll impose like an 11 o'clock curfew.
Mm-hmm.
At 10:30, I'll start walking down the hall, going to each room, making sure everybody's in their rooms, and then we take a little piece of masking tape, put it across the door, or not masking tape, but clear Scotch tape, put it across the door. They know I do this, and then I take my knife and I make a little slit. So even if you try to peel it off, it tears.
Yeah.
And usually I also sign it with a Sharpie. So I put my initials over where I make the slit.
Yeah.
So they can't really forge it at all. And I tell them, look, I get up at 5:30 in the morning. As soon as I get up and get dressed, I'll come by and I'll remove the tape, or I'll call you at rooms, tell you, hey, look, you can go get breakfast at the hotel, whatnot. But if I go down that hall and I see a piece of tape torn, that's y'all's ass.
Yep.
If y'all got to leave the room for some reason, you better call me first.
Yep, them's the rules.
And I have never had anybody have a problem with it. Never had any students that tried to duck out in the middle of the night.
Like I would.
Well, like when we sit down and have the parent meeting for these trips, we tell them, well, if your kid's a problem, we're sending them back to you and charging you the airplane ticket. Because I'm not going to be in Indianapolis having to watch one kid all the time and ruining everybody else's trip because they can't behave themselves.
Yep.
They usually get it.
Yeah, I've never had any problems with kids. At least no major problems. I mean, I've had girls that want to fight with each other because they're stuck in a hotel room with each other.
It's always the girls too, man.
Well, the girls will announce the drama. The guys, they'll go find a spot in the parking lot and they'll take care of it.
Yeah,
And
they just handle it.
all of a sudden, you get a kid with a black eye. You're like, how'd that happen?
Fell downstairs.
Slipped in the bathtub.
And for you, it's like,
Yep. I can't prove anything.
Or should you want to try?
Nope, because then I got to get a kid suspended when I get back.
go through a bunch of BS.
Then I got to deal with administration. Why would you bring this kid if they're going to be a problem? I didn't know they were going to be a problem. It's one of the reasons I never go on senior trip.
I'd like to go on senior trip.
I've been asked to chaperone before, but no, I'm not doing it.
I'd enjoy it. I think it'd be fun.
Well, like 1 year, when I first started teaching there, it was like my second or third year there. They had a group of boys sneak out of their room, go down to the corner store or the gas station on the corner, bought 2 cases of beer, brought them back to their hotel room, emptied out the ice machine, and iced down the beer in their bathtub.
See, that's too much work. One of the schools that I know of, they called Uber Eats and had Uber Eats deliver cases of beer to the Disney World room.
Really?
Yeah. Now check that out.
Oh, nice.
Very, very nice. Well, this is also before Uber Eats was a thing.
Oh yeah. Okay.
This is before Uber was a thing. We're talking like 2000.
See, when we were young, don't meet people you meet online. Don't get in cars with strangers. Flash forward. Meet somebody online, get in their car as a stranger, and trust them to drive you somewhere when you're intoxicated.
Safe.
Oh, they got
Jesus
like ass
Christ.
backwards.
I know.
This is the culture we now live in.
It's different. That is a dry brush rhino. Not rhino. Repulsor.
I mean, back in our day, it was a thing. It was great if you got to graduate like top of your class. Nowadays, it's great if you graduate
Everybody.
not pregnant.
Well, everybody's top of the class now. Don't you know that?
Yeah.
What's in that water? Just paint for
LA
days?
Awesome.
Oh, okay.
LA Awesome and a little Simple Green.
Let's say it's very fluffy.
Well, it's basically soap.
Yeah.
All right. So,
A very powerful soap.
what do you think?
Not bad. Not bad. I'd use the hammer. What's wrong with the hammer I gave you? Mount the maul to the hammer too, so it's like a molly hammer.
Well, this is the tip of the maul,
Mm-hmm.
not for it.
I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos dealing with like medieval weapons and armor and stuff like that lately. I don't know why. Just am.
No one's questioning it.
My wife was watching one, or I was laying in bed and I'm watching them, and she's looking at me and she's like, "You want to have a suit of armor, don't you?" I was like,
Yep.
"What guy doesn't?"
Yeah, that's
Oh
kind of
yeah.
it's kind of like in the top 10 requirements to be a man. I need a suit of armor.
Why?
Yes.
Why not?
Exactly.
Orcs. What? Orcs.
Orcs. I must defend against the orcs. But there's no orcs.
Give it time.
Not in your world, maybe.
Well, even though right now, I think Japan is starting to do
The
hybrid.
monkey human hybrids, like,
What?
yeah. There's a Japanese scientist. I want to say, I think he's Japanese,
It is Japanese.
but they got clearance to start trying to look at the feasibility of making monkey human hybrids.
Why? What great benefit could there be for that?
I don't know.
Because you want orcs, that's how you get orcs.
No, But why?
I don't know.
He's getting government funding to do that, I'm sure.
I mean, I could see getting government funding to study the genetic compatibility, just in case, like, we're looking for alternate sources of organs, things like that, ways to grow tissue. I can understand that. But making hybrids,
It'd be a
You just go to the
Mad
guy's lab.
scientist.
You just go to the guy's lab and he's just fucking monkeys. Government purchased monkeys.
that's not how you make a hybrid. It is now.
It is now. Like, whoa, 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 whoa.
You walk in, why is that monkey smoking a cigarette? Oh my God.
Jesus Christ. That was awesome.
Now all those monkey smoking cigarette YouTube videos have a whole new backstory.
See, I wasn't concerned about Japan until this conversation. Now I'm concerned about Japan. Sir, please step away from the monkey. Step away from the monkey. Sir, put your pants back on. Step away from the monkey.
Yep. I don't know if you read the story this years ago. There was a researcher out of, I want to say it was Wyoming State or something like
I
that.
was praying you're gonna say Alabama. Okay, go ahead.
No, no. He was studying genetics of dinosaurs, and he was taking chicken embryos and manipulating what's called a Hock gene.
Mm-hmm.
The Hock genes basically control certain aspects of physical appearance,
Okay.
and he was basically playing God. He was turning the Hock genes on and off, trying to see what he could get to happen.
I'm okay with this, oddly enough.
And he actually got baby or embryonic chickens to develop teeth or teeth buds.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I mean, he had to destroy them before they hatched, but still, the fact he could get it to happen.
Why did he have to destroy them before? You
Because
leased
that's
those on
part
the
of the-
neighbors.
That was part of the agreement for the funding. He couldn't let them develop to maturity or viability, I should say, not maturity. I'm gonna have to do some touch-ups.
My whole paint scheme is a touch up. Ryan just laughs on the side, like, yeah.
Well, I'm not wrong.
Oh, look at that. That does look great.
I've just got a lot of gold I'm working with.
I just looked at the turret. I was like, I'm done. And then there's this giant turret here with every fiddly bit on the
Like, there's a giant turd here with all the fiddly
Are we
bits.
feeling dinner?
I'm feeling dinner.
Feeling dinner?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Sweet. I'm gonna wash this brush, start cleaning up my junk.
Okay,
Giggity.
I'm gonna do the gold on this piece, and then that's still wet. So
Just trying to find out what I want.
Look at that. Look how much difference those dry brushes make.
just to give you all an idea. Oh, there you go.
2 dudes, 1 couple.
Nope, not a fan of that.
I haven't looked at chat. Anything going on, chat?
Nope.
Ah, don't you love it?
That's tight.
What?
No, I'm just trying to get the arm to stay where it's at.
I thought you said, it's tight.
He did. Oh no,
Wait,
no, no.
what?
Oh no, he did.
No.
He did. He said that.
Nope.
Witnessing it.
Negative.
That's why I was like, what?
You know what? I could never build and paint armies for a living. I
Mm.
mean, I could. I just would never get paid. I'm too slow. But you look at that repulsor, and you tell me what that thing looks like.
A blue repulsor with an unwashed turret
No, the turret's washed.
or undry brush turret.
Yes, there it is. That's what I was talking about earlier, though, guys. So I build up my colors. So I started from my primer, which is this, right? And from this, I wash, which gives us to this stage. Very dark. Very, 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 very dark. Okay. And then after that, I dry brush up 2 levels, and that gives us back to this. And that is where this model currently stands.
Or hovers.
Or hovers. Or hover stands.
Yellow.
Alrighty, guys. Well, thanks for spending some time with us today. Hope you guys had a good time. Have a good time.
I'm gonna come by the house in the
Bye.
morning, pick up the trailer, and then when I get to the school, you bring me back.